Hokey pokey artichoke.
We are here. So yeah, we are Stan's terms. His character decided to go take a walk, figure some stuff out. May or may not be dead, we don't know. But he left the group.
For now.
Drana is sleeping, and by sleeping I mean passed the fuck out because of what the fuck just happened.
They send it to some form
you guys
of
want to do a
godhood.
quick recap on what y'all remember?
Well,
go ahead.
There wasn't too much to recap, actually. The person we was that kind of was chatting shit to Viv and Jana was revealed to be an avatar of Ares. So Viv and Jana brutalized the hell out of him. Viv cutting off one of his hands and what at least appears to be.
He chopped off his
arm. It was his arm. I thought it was his whole. I thought it was just his hand.
No,
I
broke his arm.
Yeah,
I was
you broke his arm, but then didn't you
axe.
also cut off his hand?
I think that was Drana that did
someone.
Yeah.
Drana did that.
Cut off
You
the
broke his
opposite
arm,
side
and Drana
hand.
cut off the hand. Okay, that was it.
That was after. That was after Andrana went like full
God mode. Yeah, after picking up.
Seraphine,
after picking up Ares.
Fucking.
There were some influences.
Yeah.
To show of what.
Yeah.
appeared to be Odin,
the
but not
influences
Odin.
was name was Hermes.
And then there were surveys. I was like, that's a cool sword.
And Bernie stole lots of cool shit.
Oh yeah, we tallied that up at the end of the session. That's right.
Yep. And
a lot. I think. I'm not sure what I did take a note.
Kitty
where
Man.
It's all out.
You didn't. The all that stuff went back into my bag. Kitty Man, you do have a gift from the little halfling apologizing for stealing so much shit. Give you a necklace of fireball. It's got 3 charges.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Randy
There you go.
apologized.
Apologizing for stressing him out.
That tracks.
Yeah, Viv will not be apologizing for stressing him out.
Brady just knows that she's going to do it again.
So. Yeah, Androna has apologized once this campaign.
And during the fight, as
Viv does not stress out Spot at all. It's a lot of the others.
I have to try harder.
You forget you are a commonish type of person in his tribe, so it's like, okay, you're gonna go hit things. Got it.
I'll have to try harder. Oh, also, everybody got to see Viv show like genuine excitement as she was recalling the battle that happened to fill everybody else in.
It's the first time we probably saw Viv
She
smile.
wasn't the moody elf herself. Yeah.
She was excited.
Yeah, the normally stoic, don't talk to me, I'm just gonna brood in a corner, was like schoolgirling the fight. Like, God, guys, it was so much fun.
Yeah, that was actually kind of cool to see.
Then I did a thing, and then she did a thing, and then we got the thing, and then he died.
And
then Cass appeared behind him.
And the hooded one appeared in front of her. Or at least what appeared to be.
No.
Remember, he
Only
started
Andrana saw that
deflecting
one.
the attacks.
I
know, but and Ares.
True. But Viv was kind of deep in the I'm fighting a bitch, and this is great.
Yeah. It was a very decrepit looking Odin, if I remember correctly. Very weak.
Effective. He looks the way he should look, kind of. But he doesn't feel
fair.
Does that make sense?
We
That's what you
did
described it as.
Yeah.
Like there's something off about it when he appears.
It wasn't quite what he's depicted as, or what most people imagine him as.
No, he had the Raven. He had his staff belonged to Ares. but just not the oomph you get from God standing.
Yeah.
Probably. But yeah,
It was like a very shiny human, essentially.
trying to brand the avatar through to keep the sword. We took a nap, which both the barbarian and the monk went, wait. Oh. Nap.
I believe it was also uncovered that this temple was hostily taken over from and the other pantheon.
And Ron was that.
Yeah.
She's the only
One
one
at a
that
time.
is through.
And then I came over and healed the cleric and the barbarian back to full.
Yeah, so there's a bit of lore stuff that unfortunately only your cleric knows, and unfortunately your cleric is still unconscious.
Snap.
Healed, but unconscious. With this fight ending, it grows a bit darker because you guys spent the day looking around, doing some shopping, doing some stuff, reading some books, looking up some information, making your way over here. Now that everything's said and done, everyone's rested and relaxed
Downtown.
and healed up, it's starting to get dark out.
Has anyone come yet to see, what all the chaos was? Especially, the lightning bursting through the window.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody's
Keth
like
kind of
pushed into the temple yet, but
Brandy walks over to Viv. Takes her.
What's up, shortstop?
You said that you don't like when your mom can find you.
Correct, because
I think this amulet would keep her from doing that. And she drops the amulet of detection and location and from proof against detection and location into your hand.
Ooh, shiny.
I think you need to put that on.
I think you might be right.
I think I need to find more of those because I think we're going to piss off lots of people that we don't want to find us.
Yeah.
But you need to put that on
Okay.
now.
Mm-hmm. She'll put it on and then tuck it into her top and smile up at Brandy and be like, thanks.
it does require attunement, so you'll need some time with it later. But yeah, you do put it on. Once it's attuned while you're wearing it, you can't be targeted by divination spells or perceived through magical scrying sensors unless you allow it. And as you guys are kind of just chilling, what is it? You guys are just gonna stay here? Are you gonna go venture out?
I am not leaving Indrana.
Side note, Rick is currently not with the party anyways.
Like,
I
if
strongly suggest
We noticed.
strongly
if
suggest
people
that
want
you
to
pick her up.
venture,
Pick her up and we can put her on the cart when we go to the cart.
Point. And if
yeah,
anybody can.
She does not weigh much. She
no,
is.
she's like 20 pounds soaking wet.
She's nothing.
Yeah, she is a feather.
It's like Terry Crews picking them up. Does it even weigh to you? Anything to you? No. It's like holding a couple grapes.
Yeah, the
Pretty
question
much.
if anyone can pick her up. I think just about everyone has carrying capacity to just pick her up and go.
Hell, even the fairy could.
Yeah.
She does not have a lot of gear. She does not have armor.
What's her total weight? Just out of curiosity. I know it's not a lot.
Oh, I gotta adjust this, but she's carrying an extra 60 pounds on her.
Okay, so
But
you're
Because of the sword.
with what you're carrying
Oh, I've
and
got
your
a
just general
chainmail
weight, you're
shirt.
not much heavier than a
Basically.
fairy.
The chainmail basically is sort of bulk. So, but yeah, she's like I never pinned it fully down. I figured somewhere between her actual weight, somewhere 90 to 120 range. So. Maybe
Less
rocking
than 200
160
pounds
right now? Yeah.
Do what you guys doing?
Sticking with the party.
Well, I was hoping that, we could pick her up and go find our cart.
I mean,
You know, we should
Something
probably
I
party.
had
find some kind of inn.
no issues carrying her. Where did you guys leave it?
With Rick.
With Rick.
Okay.
Well, let's backtrack.
Where's he?
We all have sending stones. Ask him.
That's a good point.
Guess that would be you. You have the sending stone for Rick.
Ah, right. Bring, 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 bring.
Banana phone.
This week's
Man.
sponsor, Earrock. You can call anyone from anywhere. Earrock.
Your rock right wireless.
Did you ever want
No,
to speak to
5G.
someone for a rock? Now you can. It's 5 grams.
I was thinking that too.
Right, it's a step up from Rocky Talkies.
So, tentative plan: Amberford broken up into its different districts.
Oh, for
You
sake, I'm
guys
getting
are
the
kind
map
of like
issue
in the
again.
high end district. Carts over by somewhere in the market district.
Which one is the market district?
It is the green one where the carts token is.
Hold on. I think
Don't see tokens.
I was gonna say I don't see token. Am I missing something? Yeah, I'm not seeing a token there, Badger.
Give him a second.
You did say that we came in from like the bottom section of this map when we entered. So I do remember that. But where you said where the market is, yeah, I don't remember.
I do not know why for this map that my tokens do not show.
Damn, I look pasty.
I mean,
Get some sun.
Would you stop beating yourself up?
At least you don't glow in the dark like Spook does.
It'd be really funny if in the chat it's like, fuck you. Actually, wait, hang on. I can do it for them. Shut up!
So I just remembered I put myself on push to talk.
Oh dear.
This building is the library.
Well, the temple that you guys were at, I
No,
believe.
No,
That's
the
not
temple's
temple.
over here.
No.
Yeah, this was the library. I was trying to remember if the temple was here or down here.
Oh,
All I
thought they said the
remembered was
temple.
I think it was up here because it was a very reasonable distance for a spot. But you guys were like somewhere either over here or down here in this area. Like you guys were further, I remember.
The green
that.
is market. So green being market, purple is like the nighttime. You got the harbor in blue. You got like the industrial split between two sections. A lot of more of like your museums and the learned people are over here, the universities and schools and stuff like that. I might have said that over here was the library. I'm pretty sure I meant that this was the big grand library, which would make this building the temple just across the river. The shops that Griff went to are over here. Because this was pieced together by smaller maps.
Right. Rick is at least in here. We know that.
Yeah.
Yep. So you guys are
Where he is
leaving this
in-
space, and Rick is somewhere in the green.
Where he's in the green, we're not too sure because Rick was off selling stuff and looking for some things on his own, which most likely would have to lead him over into this side for what he truly is looking for, but mostly he was selling things that we had in the cart. So. How long
Oh, I just realized I specified Jack was with me. So at this point, Jack is either on her chest and Viv picked her up just to be there, or on a shoulder. I don't know who.
Well, if he decides that he's going to be on her chest, then Viv will just, reposition the duck slightly.
All right. So you guys head off to the market.
Somebody did say that they could carry her. I mean, that's what I'm understanding.
Yep,
Any of us can carry her.
Yeah, I think Viv
if
is
somebody was trying to
actively
call
carrying
in Rick,
Androna.
don't know if that was happening.
Yes.
Gotcha.
To ask where you are, have you moved? We're heading your way. All that good stuff.
I've been in the market. Probably Tim, where in the market would it would have been like the forge area, industrial, or like for selling of the weapons and armor? Where would that have like been more northern side of the market, south, west?
Well, sell like the weapons and stuff, you would have needed to have gone into like the high end market area, where you got more of your people with money crowd. Whereas
Cool.
most of the markets that you guys were originally running around when you guys were still grouped up was mostly like food and clothing and the minor stuff.
And how are people reacting right now? Because like Rick, after leaving after the group left, and started wandering, he divided beside himself and scattered. And so like one is leading Eddie across along the crowd, one is like on the cart, the other one is just like walking along. So like how's like the whole vibe of the people around? Like, do they care? Do they really notice?
The vibe is if anyone does happen to say something to Rick, they're almost treating the individual pieces like children. Like, oh, it's a good thing that you're helping out your friend. Oh, okay, cool. Keep an eye on things. But otherwise, they're not giving two shits.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So we would have gone up into that section just to go sell off the massive amount of scimitars, armor. What's the party inventory currently in Eddie's cart? A lot of crossbows.
We're gonna become arms dealers.
A lot of fucking pistols.
I mean, I'm sure we can find prosthetics. For quite
I mean,
easily.
at this point, all I'm picturing is Jawas in the market.
A lot of scimitars. I mean, with the amount of money that we technically have, we could almost hire our own mercenary band, armor them up, and send them on quests or on like side stuff to like do for us. Oh.
But where's the fun in that?
But anyways,
Exactly.
yes, that is what Rick is currently doing, is selling stuff, and he gets to chime in. He's like, "Oh, we're up in the upper market areas. I mean, we'll try to meet you halfway once we wrap up here."
Probably be easier if you just stay put, and it's a big ass city. I feel like we get lost.
I mean, this transaction might take some time.
That's fine.
Might have to find another merchant to offload some of this shit. Don't know if all of it, if this one's got all the amount of gold or. But
how about we just meet you in the market then and figure it out from there?
Roger that.
Not like our group is hard to see.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, clearly you guys survived
perception, Rick.
Yeah. And at the same time, he says to Kathy, he says, seemed like people survived.
Yeah.
Ah, son of a. Wait, I have an I'm just, you know what? Fuck it. That was a shitty ass roll because that was almost 16. I'm going to re-roll that. Perception. Nothing fucking better. 2 fucking more. You. Okay, 9.
Yeah, it as you're kind of like meandering around talking with people trying to find a vendor, you do find a bunch of like weapon vendors and whatnot, but I haven't quite found the one that just kind of triggers like the whole they cannot take everything. There's one around here. You feel like you passed it a couple of times. It was right over. It was right over there. Maybe.
Can I roll streetwise instead?
Sure.
Okay. Oh, sure.
It
That's when I
moves.
get the nice 15. So 24 at that.
You stop, you think, you look around. It was over there. And then beelines for a merchant.
My
Instead
game
of a tent or whatnot, this is a full-on stone building. It looks really, really nice. And the sign is made to look like a ship, a boat. And inside it's just all sorts of light and heavy armoring, weaponry, ammunition. There's cannons that are sitting there. Netting. It's like this merchant could arm a either small army or a very armored fishing boat.
Do I happen to see a name of this place?
No name. It's just got the sign that looks like a ship.
Okay.
It's all right.
Okay.
Did you go in? Go to chit chat?
Yeah. We walk up to the door, kind of just look over, just to see, you say that there's a sign with a ship. We see it. I'm looking to see if there's like any kind of like notice of like from the owner, like any kind of announcements or anything, or if it's just like just a door with a blank wall kind of situation.
It is kind of more of a door with a blank wall. But as you head on in, you can see stamps on different merchandise from all sorts of different shipping companies, fishing boats, anyone who's got like individual like trademarks all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Behind the counter,
Okay.
kind of working diligently between stocking shelves, cleaning the counter, counting coin, are three individuals that they look like three very ugly humanoids. Like they're human, but they look like they've either been punched in the face one too many damn times or have been out in the middle of the salty sea air for one too many days. They look rugged, they look worn, and even though they appear like they are older, they're really not. And you can tell by like how their hands are and like parts of their arms, as you can see that they're lean, they're built, they're rugged, but they just have this like aged appearance.
Okay. Excuse us, gentlemen. Sorry to interrupt.
Not a problem. How can we help you?
Well, we're looking to try to offload some of this equipment that we've gathered ourselves and a group that we travel with currently. Mostly just scraps of equipment and weaponry that we've gathered through our small adventures wandering up into this city.
Oh, what kind of merchandise we dealing with?
The smaller green cobalt leads Eddie and the cart, takes the chest off and kind of plops it on the floor and opens up the chest. Kind of takes whatever else is like, if there's like whatever couldn't fit in the chest, like the piles of weapons and leather armor that probably is like sitting on the cart. And he just kind of like puts it just there. in a nice, neat piles, so them for them to like be able to sort through. The swords themselves are all at least sheath with ones that have sheath, or if they're not, they're wrapped up in cloths to protect from chipping and such. Yeah, and so then
to see the party.
yeah, it's long list. And you kind of, after a bit, you kind of see the three kobolds converse with themselves, and they're kind of like double checking. They're like, okay, is that everything that everyone wanted us to sell? I think so. All right. The
So
red
you're
one
looking at
taking
the
kind of leadership.
Eddie's cart chest, the 106 items in there.
I believe so. Most of that stuff. Yeah, like at least no. If no one has taken it out, then I'm assuming that most of it is sellable. Like the crossbows, all of the leather armor, the pistols. So out of character, if people want to quickly check and double make sure that we're not getting rid of something that somebody wanted, either pull it to your character or
Well, the
make your final
decanter,
piece.
the ring of swimming isn't there yet, and the sentinel shield isn't there yet because they're still in my bag.
Right. Yeah,
And the
this is
decanter of
so it
endless
should be
water
the
isn't.
second list. It's the second list that like Tim said, the one that's 110 items, not the 7 item one. Because that one's what I'm assuming you have there, Mom. So
Well, if you look, you can see where it says blanket. There's a little star next to it. It says
yeah.
Midnight and Jack's blanket.
Oh, gotcha. The one. Well, I think yeah. Okay, that's right. I think I do remember you saying, Mom, that anything that also had a star for notation was not something to sell. Mostly it's the equipment. That's all I'm really selling. Is just I'm not selling any kind of personal shit.
Oh, all the generic stuff.
Yeah. All of like the generic like crossbows, all of like the generic leather. You know, if it has something noted on it, then yeah, we don't want to sell it. But mostly that's what Rick is. That's what he's pulling out is all of that stuff. Like he leaves all of that stuff in the cart, in the chest. Or I should say, the green one, who is called Reptar.
It's just a little bit of thunder, buddy. You're fine.
Kobolds aren't too sure if they should be talking among themselves. It's a very quiet session.
All three of them have like wandered over. They're going through it. They're divvying it up. They're calculating stuff.
Ignis is kind of just standing there, just with his hands behind his back, just kind of like wobbling back and forth on the tips of his toes and like the hinds of his feet while he's just waiting. Kind of like rocking back and forth.
At one point, while they're kind of counting it off, they're noticing the designs of the swords and the pistols, and they're looking it over, and then you kind of see them like handing them to each other, and they're all looking like, look at that. Oh, okay, cool. They all seem to be looking at it, and every once in a while you kind of catch a glance. One of them's looking at something on the pistol, and he kind of glances up at you, looks back down, checks a sword, looks at something, looks up at you, looks back down. You're not sure if they're being inquisitive or if they're recognizing something.
Insight check? Question mark.
Sure.
A 14.
They seem to be recognizing the make. Maybe they were all created by a particular vendor. Maybe they're all bought by a particular vendor. And you think that they know where these came from. So they're kind of glancing at you, and then they're looking away, looking at stuff, looking back at you. Like, how can such small person bring these? What? And eventually one of them does put down like the pistol in front of you and say, so you just happened upon these as you were adventuring?
Happen upon would be an interesting way to put it. I wouldn't say happening upon. More like ambushed upon.
How many people are in your party? Is it just the three of you?
I mean, it's a party. There's three of us. There's more. Not us kobolds. No. That they're of different races and professions, walks of life. But you know, to actually say how many there is, I swear that some of them have multiple personalities going on. So to really say how many there are of them, that's a number. I'm not really so too sure of how to put that.
I only ask because you see, this place is kind of like a conglomerate. Whole bunch of ships come in. They all go to certain merchants, buyers. And when things don't seem to find their way to their targeted source, or money doesn't come in, that shipment becomes up for grabs. And that's where we come in. We buy it up for super cheap and sell it to make a little bit of profit. And he kind of flips the pistol kind of towards the butt. You see this little engraving piece right here? This entire
the red kobold looks up and he's asking, okay.
This entire shipment was due to a little place southwest of here. You might have heard it. You might have heard from it. You know, a place called Xanadon.
The name of that town does vaguely sound familiar, but I would say that I have never actually traversed into Xanadon, no.
Then how'd you come upon this? You know, Xanadon, another one comes over and he's like, you know, Xanadon used to be one of our greatest military fortresses. It was armed to the friggin' teeth, and it was our last defense if any one of these other great cities fell. They trained our armies, they trained all of our guards and defenses. It was a once miraculous sight. And then something bad happened, and it became abandoned. But I know that mark. And I know where you got these. But now the question is, how did you get them?
Okay. So. Tell no lie. But I'm going to at least tell you that when I say ambushed upon, it was not of our discretion. Xanadon, we, as he kind of like talks about like the three of the kobolds there, are familiar of the place. And this history that you speak of a great fortress, we have heard stories of from other denizens that lived out in that area. By chance, you said that it was abandoned. Do you by chance know what happened after it was abandoned? And Rick is kind of like hinting at like he wants to tell, like, or not, Ignis wants to tell, or as Rick as a whole, because they're now all like standing there like, yeah. You say it was a great fortress, but like, and it was abandoned, but like, do you know what happened to it afterwards?
Yes, we do. A bastard by the name of Thaddeus Jackson decided him and his band of misfits were going to make it their own fortress. Xanadon has now been a thorn in our side, raiding our ships, stealing from our merchants. Anything coming in or out has been prone to attack. Which is why we started marking some of our shipments, especially weapons and ammo and armor, with this little mark as he starts showing it on the different swords and pistols and stuff like that. So if it ended up being found on a body of one of these bandits, we would know that that shipment did not make its intended location and got raided all along the road.
You see it sigh, like, you see the three kobolds, like, take, like, a good, like, sigh of relief of, like, oh, thank God. Okay, so, how to tell you this? That will probably not be happening for a while. The ambush we keep speaking of was that lovely gentleman, Thaddeus, the bastard.
Thaddeus the Bastard. That's his full name.
Thaddeus the bastard. Is no more. And a good part of his entourage is no more.
Are you telling me that the three of you small sires bested Thaddeus?
You see all three kobolds just like crackle in laughter, like no. It would be the that would be the elf of from the realms of shadows. Oh God, don't deal with her. Don't get on her bad side. We have a cleric who, yeah, she's an interesting one, but who really took him out was, from what I understand, was our lovely monk of the group. Yeah, no, we are only
wizard.
support. Was it the wizard?
No,
Wizard
no.
with fireballs, I'm pretty sure.
It was the
No,
monk
it was the
who
monk.
did the final blow.
Keth,
The wizard took
Keth
care of
hit
the
the head.
rest of the fodder.
Yeah, Keth hit him in the head. It whacked the rock that he was leaning up against, and it put him out.
Mm-hmm.
I
Right?
think Keth whiffed his attack and smacked someone else and then ran and did Cool Guys Don't Look at Explosions.
That's true.
But
And I confirmed
Izzy got the
kill
final shot
afterwards
on.
and made sure he went to
went?
the place he
Yeah.
was supposed to.
no, Rick like basically regales in a very theatrical means of Thaddeus is dead. His body probably picked off by carrions of the desert now. If whatever is left from the burning charge that our wizard decided to launch of a fireball. Oh God, Badger, what did you roll?
So they listen very, like, they stop what they're doing and they're like leaning in, like listening, like putting their good ear forward. Uh-huh. But then they're just like, no.
Out of
He
curiosity-
has been like they're struggling to believe, like, entirely. They're trying to sit there like, I mean, you have a whole fucking pile of stuff that they took, but they just can't seem to wrap their minds around the fact of Thaddeus is actually dead.
He's like on Rick and Rick as a whole, in a way is like, yeah, no, this is the shit that we looted off their dead corpses. Like,
As an aside, when we went into Xanadon, some of the armor that we stole had like officer patches on it.
that is true.
Yeah, that ties it directly to his group. And did we not take? Was his armor not specifically marked?
Yeah, it was. I think.
Maybe they know him well enough to recognize it. As an aside.
I believe for that they would need to talk to your unconscious cleric wearing that particular piece of armor.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah, she hasn't taken it off since that whole happened.
Oh yeah, that one uniform.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah, that's probably just stayed on.
Not,
'cause it's
I'm about to say
holding up
not
better
just the
than
uniform. You
medic
took his
tunic she found
armor,
before.
didn't you?
I didn't. Somebody
I
did.
don't think anybody did. I don't think anybody
I thought somebody did. I didn't take it because I'm not
What kind of
trained in it in
armor
any
did he
way, shape.
have?
Who, me?
Well, no, the dude Thaddeus. What kind of armor did he have?
Was it
I
gay?
believe he had
That's
a
the thing,
really
I don't
good
remember.
like
I don't
Chainmail.
remember that being in the list.
I have
Possibly
a
chainmail.
chainmail shirt, but that's it. But it's not specified
that
as
was
it being
it.
anything more special.
What is it?
No, it might
what
not
was
have been
called?
special. It just
Patrick?
probably was his that he was wearing.
His chainmail.
Yeah, so chainmail
Oh.
shirt.
I don't
Yeah.
see a chainmail shirt. But you
This
No,
would
have
it's on
going
me.
back
chainmail.
The
ages,
chainmail
but-
Yeah,
shirt
so you
is on me because
so
it's one of the only things
you'd be
I
wearing
can wear.
yeah, so you'd be wearing his armor, yeah. So yeah, so what the cleric is wearing. So yeah, outside of that, I mean, are they having difficulties basically believing that that Thaddeus is dead? Like, so Thaddeus was a thorn in their side. So Ignis goes and basically asks, and he's like, because how long has it been since we fought them? Like, how many days?
Probably about a week.
2. No. Because we fought them, and then we had 2 days of downtime before heading here. Which took only, I think, a day. Maybe?
Okay, so just
Yeah,
there
he
go
was
then.
wearing scale mail, which I think up to that
Yeah,
point
that's in
was
Eddie's
the
cart.
biggest piece of armor. Oh, okay. So his specific.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, so
you
you
know,
do have it, Rick. I don't have it. I don't remember when I got handed a
I don't
chainmail
remember
shirt.
seeing scale mail there. I don't see scale chainmail or scale mail. But all right, whatever. Well, whatever. I mean,
It wasn't
if
Eddie's
it-
cart.
that's
I
why
think somebody
thought
took
They
it
someone
might
because
have
if it-
updated something as well.
Yeah.
Oh, did Froggy check it? Potentially?
No, Froggy's got studded.
I'm seeing scale mail in party inventory.
Are you?
Oh, I've
Right
got
above
it.
where all the scimitars start, because it's alphabetical.
Oh yeah, but I see. I
There
see
was just
pistol to.
so many.
All right, let me refresh because I'm going off the list on above ETT.
Oh yeah, party inventory. Yeah, I thought I. Ooh. I got him. Oh, never
I mean,
mind.
it's
Huh.
not a like if we have it in there, then cool. If people are confirming like it's there, then it's probably just above ETT is just being slow.
Why don't I see
I don't see it.
So my best guess is
Nope, I
Johnny
see it.
can see it, but yeah.
No, I see it. I see it. I see it on my normal character
yeah.
sheet, but in above ETT, it's not listed there.
Okay, that's strange. But
It's
it's
also missing a potion of comprehension too. So yeah, no, that's
Oh, I saw that one on my sheet. So in the party inventory. So yeah,
Yeah,
there's just
so
some
I
above
think that's-
BTT weirdness.
yeah. So that's just it. So it's there.
yeah. Potion
mean-
comprehension's in there.
Would his armor be recognizable then in some way? Because if so, then I mean that would be then the way
It
means
very
that Rick
much
would just be
would.
like, here's
'cause
his
Tim-
armor.
Yeah,
Like,
Tim
we
specified
pulled it
the
off
guards
his
had
dead body.
specific uniforms, so probably.
Yeah, but he raided these things, so like, did he ever make an appearance on these raids or
You're muted.
not? Like,
We didn't hear any of that, Timmy.
I'm just trying to figure out why, because I got Froggy's page pulled up, and when I go into party inventory, I do not see it. I
Same.
believe
Right,
that
so
it's
it's-
there. It's just weird how it's not showing. Oh, there's the potion. Okay,
just
so
being weird.
maybe
Yeah, the
it'll
potion
pop up
was
now.
always there.
There's the scale
No,
mail.
the
I
potion
just
never
needed to refresh.
disappeared. It's in there.
yeah, I think it's just above ETT on my end. It's just being
Oh,
done.
now
So
it's
yeah,
there.
that means
Yeah, now I see it.
Thaddeus's homebrewed armor not homebrewed armor, but his
I was gonna say
makeshift-
homebrew. Wait, hold on.
Very recognizable armor that he would wear. Even if people didn't know his
Okay.
face, they knew that armor, and you have it on you.
Okay.
He was too full of himself to not have specific armor. Let's
Like,
be real.
We
That's-
pull
yeah.
out, like we pull out the scale mail chest plate piece of his armor to like show proof.
The three of them become little vultures. They're all like standing shoulder to shoulder. They're opening it up. They're open, like practically turning it inside out. They're looking for anything that might disprove you. And there's just all of a sudden, like all three of them are lifting it up, going, "Holy shit! You killed Thaddeus."
Actually, the group I'm part of killed Thaddeus. You should say they killed Thaddeus.
Oh, and
Properly.
like they like just sit there wide-eyed for a moment, like he's dead, and then they start like telling you got to go.
Do we
tell
get
the
a
rest- You got to go
reward?
tell the harbor, and like one of them runs out the back of the shop.
Hold on.
There's-
Hold
Hold on,
So-
I want to add just a tiny thing. Because you said he brought his best to the best, which means the quality level of all the armor they're seeing is not like standard grunt armor. It's like halfway decent armor as well. On top of
It's
that, Thaddeus's chest
basically
piece.
like grunt armor for military, or like some sort of like high-end grade officer, guardsman, that kind of thing, which is why they started marking all of this high-end stuff. So yeah, this isn't just standard pistols and scimitars and things that you guys have. This is like some high-end grade shit when you really sit down and look at it.
So, interestingly, then, since we're kind of reselling your shit back to you, is there an actual reward for this then instead?
Well, we just sent one of our other compatriots out to confirm that with the town guard. Because if there is
'Cause
one, then they
I'm
need
not
to know
one.
you're.
I'm not one to make a profit off of like reselling if I'm returning your property like to you, I don't want to resell it to you. Like that would be horrible. That'd be a horrible business.
This isn't necessarily our stuff. Like I said, we are the company that we're a no-name company that sells shipments that never made it to their buyers, or if people bought stuff, had it shipped, and then come to find out they didn't have enough coin. Most boatmen won't take it back. Sometimes a captain will take it and be like, "It's mine now." Some of them will just dump it into the river, and our
Right.
harbor will scour down and pick it up. And other times you got companies like us that will swoop in and go, "Cool, I'll buy that entire shipment off your hands for 50% and lot just to get rid of it." Ship captains will say, "Here you go," because they got other things they got to go do.
Right. Yeah. No, I get it.
So it's not necessarily our direct
oversold,
product. We are essentially resellers of shipments that never found their.
You still purchased it. You still purchased it. So in a business contract sense, this property is yours because that is your stamp. So in a way, we are if it's not yours, cool, we would be willing to sell it to you. If it is yours, we would more prefer to return it to the rightful owners who purchased it yourselves, so you can actually resell it for what you actually are, hopefully maybe recover. And we go forward from there. Like Rick is like trying to be a
third one,
business
because there
person
were
about this.
three. One ran out the back door. The middle one seems to be doing most of the talking back and forth, and the one opposite of him, writing in the ledger, just kind of stops and like does the shoulder bump and look down, and he looks in, and you're looking at just shy of 10,000 gold worth of property that you have returned to them. because we're looking at like 33 pistols at 250 gold, 21 scimitars at 25. 80 bullets that are all each worth 10 8 gold piece kind of deal. And so it's like it adds up. Yeah. 25 light crossbows going for 25 a pop.
I mean, Rick is aware of how much gold the party has, which is like just a little shy of under 8K, but like to add 10K on top of that.
By the time
God,
the
we are very modest. I have to say, we are a very modest group. Like, we have not spent any fucking money. This is all out of character, just to let you know.
I just opt to not deal with money because I'm already dealing
when
with
you think about
spells.
it, though, this place is kind of ripe of it because from what you guys have learned, Terra Tempest was very flourishing. You had great big cities and a lot more people, and this is like the first big city that you guys have come through outside of Xanadon's little bandit camp. So you could have just been walking and found, money bags of gold just lying in the ground, because there used to be something there. Maybe a house was there. Maybe it was merchant had traveled by. So yeah, there's a lot of gold that's currently not in circulation that you guys could easily pick up.
Fair enough. But still, quite a bit of gold for selling for just the equipment that we're returning back.
The guy that ran off eventually comes back, and he's kind of huffing and puffing. Yeah, here's what I thought. And then Rick, you start hearing, hard boots walking up behind you as a couple of the town guards kind of walk in. Is this the one? Is this the one that did it? And one of the guys holds up the scale mail like, yep, proof right here.
Ignis.
The rest of your
Reptar
party's not
and
too
Cole
far
both turn around
behind,
and
but
like,
you'll have this interaction before they arrive, kind of deal.
yeah. They're both like together, like in a little bit of a line, right next to you. They both just like uniformly turn around and they're like, "Oh fuck, guards."
Yeah, 3 or 4 of them. There's a couple standing by the door. One comes in, and one doesn't look as heavily armored. Like you kind of see like emblems that are different from the rest of them. So you're looking at maybe like a captain of the guard or whatnot. But yeah, he approaches and he's like, so looks at the seller. So these 3 are the ones that brought you all that? And one guy is the guy that came back, still kind of huffing puffing, like, yep, that's them. Well, I know it was brought up that Thaddeus Jackson is dead. We did have a 500 gold bounty out for him.
Mm-hmm.
And then walks over and looks at the scale mail armor like, yep, that's his all right. Jeez. And then just like the 3 sellers, they're looking at you like, wait, you little guys did this?
So again, not us 3. We're just the support group. We're a traveling band. Don't worry too much. Pay attention to us. We're currently just traveling with a group right now. I do. Oh, okay. And he like yip yaks to Reptar and Cole a little bit. He's like, do we let him know about that the place is probably empty now because like, or very little resistance of bandits now there? And Reptar's like, probably should just let him know. You're like, okay. Ignis turns around and he's like back in calm and he's like, yeah, so yes. The group that I'm part of, our heavy hitters basically killed him, Thaddeus, the bastard. And most of his heavy entourage, I would say, we wiped out. I mean, it was an epic fight. I mean, just trust me, it was not like easy. Like we almost had some major close calls, but yeah, no, he's dead. He's dead. Which probably also means that the place that he was had taken over, Xanadon, probably has very little resistance.
I mean, yeah, we took out a raiding party. We fought in the town. We took out his ambush party with him.
Yeah, he doesn't like Rick wants to regale of like the adventure yet, but he's like, yeah, we're just gonna keep this short because he's just like, yeah. We'll just say that there's some things that happened. Finally, we got ambushed. My group and I, the group I'm part of, we got ambushed by Thaddeus because we infiltrated, hit the bandit camp at Xanadon at one point, trying to free some people from the and actually Rick does like Ignis then proceeds to just like go off and he's like ADHDing, kind of blurting out memory, blurting out like, yeah, I didn't want to, but you just going to do it anyways. He's trying not to be like over too much, but he's like, oh god, social anxiety.
So after all the information has been shared, they were like, all right. So the information does seem to add up. We will begin a small raiding party to go check it out. And then gestures to the 3 keepers. If you go ahead, pay the bounty, we'll send shipment to you here in a little bit. I've already sent a runner to go and collect that for you. And the shopkeeper's like, oh yeah, definitely. And then all the guardsmen at least go back outside. Well,
yeah.
I know you said you don't necessarily want to sell back our stuff, but we can't let you go empty-handed. And you see them pull out like this little wooden box chest looking thing and kind of slides it across the counter. Not as much, but it's a hefty 4K if you're willing to take it. It also includes the bounty for Thaddeus. At least just as a thanks for everything. We get our supplies back. We'll be able to make the money back. Selling this stuff, not a problem. In time.
So out of character, you said that's 4K plus the 500 from the bounty, so 4,500?
No, it's 4K total. It's just included.
Oh, okay,
like they want to
okay,
give you
okay.
guys something in there. So
gotcha. Okay. It's 4K in total. Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
4,000 gold
into the
in
party.
the 4,000 gold.
Yep.
In a little chest includes the 500 that they're going to get reimbursed by the guard here now that they have proof that Thaddeus is indeed dead. And they're like, at least this way we get happy, you get some money, everyone wins.
Yeah. I mean, that seems like a good deal in itself. Would you possibly, since you have a lot of stuff in here in your inventory, would you have like maybe it would be a magical tome of arcane intelligence possibly or something?
We would have to go check the stock room. We do sell some magical stuff, but neither of us 3 have anything to do magically, so we'll hoard some stuff, mostly components and things. The occasional spellcaster asks for, but and kind of like bumps the one that he sent out before. Go check on that, would you? Go see if we have anything like that. All right, and goes off behind closed doors. You hear bumping. You're not sure if he's moving boxes, going upstairs, going downstairs. There's just a lot of rustling behind the door. And it's like, we'll hopefully have an answer for you for that one.
Roger. How far is the party away? Does Keth like clue Rick in?
Well, they're only about one district away, and getting into the market district wouldn't have taken them very long. Figuring out where you are based on cues from talking back and forth, they eventually will become close enough that if they were to shout, you'd hear them.
Gotcha.
Close enough to see Eddie in the wagon, anyway.
Fair enough. At this point, Rick will just kind of not stand near too far of the cart, but like excuse himself a little bit while he and his three bandmates go and off into a corner to discuss some things. Just out of sight, of like maybe shadows or whatever they're searching for while they're looking for the tome, and let them deal with the extra inventory that they have now gathered, because I'm betting that's going to be a lot of stuff to go back into, and he is going to, in short, before the group arrives, will reassemble back into his usual persona.
So yeah, well, everyone you can hear commotion outside. The rest of the party's coming up. The shopkeep comes back and does put a book on the counter and says, "It's the only one I can find back there. This is the only thing of what you even remotely are looking for is there." And it is a manual for intelligence.
How much?
Brandy at it again. Oh
No, never. She's innocent. She's just walking through the market,
Oh no.
visiting various stalls.
We
you
have
know.
gold, Brandy.
It was a very enthusiastic walk.
Not a single one of you
items?
even took notice that she disappeared. Nothing.
It
I
was
want to
a
hear nothing.
I'm unconscious.
it was a
so
Helsing.
I think I get a
It was a
mulligan on that
Helsing
one.
abridged kind of walk.
Badger, with a passive 19 in perception, could I possibly have noticed that Brandy had just disappeared? Considering I know what she's like in
Stealth check?
in the market areas at this point.
Depends on the initial stealth.
Well, shit.
Oh my god. Damn. Also 19 passive percept. Nice.
400 for the tome, just because they don't know really how much it's worth, but the last that they have ever.
Ignis takes 400. He's like, yeah, I don't think the group's gonna mind with how much gold we have. He takes 400 out of the chest and just basically pays it back.
And with that, you have a tome of clear thought.
Yeah. All right, thank you. Yeah, and then that's when he basically excuses himself off into some dark corner of the shelves and such to then reemerge as is Rick Persona, coming out of probably like the opposite side of some like other row of some of like shelves of something.
All right. As you head outside and kind of gather, you see the rest of the party kind of walking up. Sans Brandy for whatever reason. You don't lock eyes on her right away. You also see the guards nearby, and they have somebody they're talking to. You see a particular gentleman kind of cuffed and walking arm in arm with two of the guards. And you kind of a bunch of you kind of overhear the discussion of, and you'll show us everything that we need to know as per our agreement. And the gentleman's like nodding, like, yeah, I know. And then it hits you. You've seen him before.
Who knows?
I'm trying to remember.
I
his
think
name.
I know who it is. I think Rick
Gray
knows.
hair, middle age, kind of medium height. He's kind of looks like he has one too many sleepless nights for a thief. And you kind of recognize this individual as Kalinor.
I remembered the CAL part.
Yeah.
I could not remember the
Yeah.
rest.
I wanted to call. I could not remember exactly, but I was like, yeah, that motherfucker.
He
That
is
motherfucker.
cuffed and with the guard, and seemingly had agreed to an exchange of information. And now that they know that Thaddeus is indeed dead, seem much more willing to work with him.
How many of the
But
party
at
sees
the
it?
moment-
I was gonna say how much of the group first sees this.
I'm gonna say this is kind of loud and proud, so probably the majority of the group, if everyone.
Oh, okay.
But Anne's gonna turn, see him, and just yell out, "You fucker! You backstabbing bitch!"
Hold on, Fairy. Hold on. Don't
He's
make a
still
scene.
alive.
Don't make a scene.
I'll make a
Clearly, he
scene.
is handcuffed.
He already did.
Raw.
I mean, yeah, like he's like already people are looking like Rick kind of like hurt, like kind of like comes up and he's like, well, hold on.
Don't
Yes, he's
fucking
alive.
shush me, pipsqueak.
What?
What? I'm taller
Hold
than
on,
I
you.
realize that's ironic.
Is Rick in Rick
He
form,
realizes
or
it's
is Rick
ironic.
in
Rick is in Rick form.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was because yeah,
Yeah, I'm taller than you.
he's using it. He's
He
using
reassembled
it
before he
ironically.
left the shop, so you
Oh,
guys
no,
would have
no.
never seen
Yeah.
this guy.
How tall's Rick?
I couldn't remember if he reassembled.
Taller than
How
you,
tall
shorty.
is Rick when he's like just generally? How tall is he when he's all out?
Well, take the size of a kobold. Triple it.
Not fair enough, and just times that by
He's
3.
actually no, I do have this written down. He's just around 6 foot-ish tall.
If you consider each one is
Dang, I
about
can't-
two or so feet.
even if I double my size, yeah.
Yeah, I had to do the math on this to make sure that he was in line with what a dragonborn would usually be average height wise. So yeah, he's about 6 foot-ish tall. Like
Okay.
he definitely towers over you.
No, that's just curious. He's just gonna he's just gonna go up 3 feet in the air.
Okay.
Infinite height, bitch.
Children. Children.
Hold on. The guards have found out.
What do you mean?
Found out about what exactly?
What'd you tell them?
So come to find out, Thaddeus actually had a bounty on his head in this city, and we unbeknownstly took him out and cleared that bounty.
Why do you say it like it's a bad thing?
Because I also told him that the Xanadon has very little resistance now because we did further damage to his group, and also when I was selling shit, it was some of the crap that Thaddeus stole, and so we it's not a bad thing. It's like basically word's gonna get around.
And they may find the oasis. 'Cause now parties are going to be storming to there.
No, not necessarily at all. The
Depends on
oasis,
direction.
the oasis was hidden enough. We needed a guide to get
Yeah,
to it.
they were hidden in a
Mhm.
cave. Like they know how to hide themselves. Like no, they said they'll go and check the place out. Like it's probably going to be a while before anything develops there. But
Great.
And Thaddeus is
yeah, so
asleep.
we got a
couldn't even
nice
find it.
yeah, right. So we got a nice reward for returning people's crap. Sorry, not people's crap. Stolen items. Yeah, and so we've got a nice amount of extra fundage in the chest, and it looks like now we've cleared a bounty.
Interesting.
So what you're saying is we might drink for free tonight.
I mean, possibly word might get around.
We cleared a bounty. The town's
I
going to
don't
be
trust drinks
drinking
from
for
people
free.
right now.
I mean, this guy Thaddeus
Not after last
supposedly
time
was
we
a
got drinks.
big thorn in this city's like side. Like he was raiding shipments that came out and would obviously steal the gear and just become it was just a big huge headache. So yeah, that happened. But yeah, you are all right to be angry there, Mister. Just maybe not make a scene too much.
You're
I think I
asking
distinctly
the
remember his double backstabbing led to us falling down a mountain.
Actually, that was caused by our cleric's lovely crossbow weapon. Not him.
The cleric who's currently still asleep
Well, still,
in Viv's
anyway.
arm.
Which Rick is going to be like, which then he noticed and he's like, what happened to her?
did you not get
She killed a
the
god.
We'll tell you
No.
later. When we get
Kat
some
didn't fill
drinks.
me in. I was gonna say Kat didn't fill me in. I was busy selling shit. I kind of had the stone in my pocket, so
Viv's just
Clearly-
gonna give him a blank stare and like curl her arms tighter around Andrana and then intentionally put Spot between herself and the Dragonborn.
clearly you did not get the emergency message.
I heard about the god fighting, but I mean, the cleric's out cold.
I mean,
Yeah, because for the majority of the fight, it was just 3 of us.
I got as quickly as I could, but this elbow is heavy as a lot.
Rick kind of just shrugs. He's just like, all right. Well, I'm just curious. Turns around and just kind of goes back to the cart and Eddie and just kind of pulls out his instrument and just kind of is like tuning it a little bit, plucking the string a little bit, tunes another knob.
Spot kind of rubs his face, just like, okay, another crappy situation. Whatever. Okay, I'm just done for today. And then, as he kind of recovers, goes, "All right, we should probably find a place to rest and regather ourselves."
Yeah.
Because I don't know about y'all, but I'm pretty tired.
Rick pipes up and recalls what was told to him by old Marla about some of the local inns and taverns, and kind of points off in those directions.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, we kind of were informed of the Blue Dragon Inn is probably our best bet.
I think so. I think that was said that was the one with the most rooms.
Yeah, I elect to go there. Someone message Brandy when she's done with her little side adventures.
I don't think
Where we'll be.
anyone realize.
I would figure at this
There's
point
so
that
much.
the group would have registered, oh, she's gone,
Fair.
done her thing.
Yeah. No, that's
So that's
fair.
why the comment was essentially just, once we get to our place, just send the message. She'll find us. that was the gist of that comment.
Find us like she'll find stuff that fits in her pockets.
Exactly.
The perception check is to make sure that I'm still shadowing the party.
Ah, okay. God, we had so much stuff in Eddie's cards.
Yeah, and I'm trying to delete everything, and it keeps saying that it getting equipped into Verdan's inventory.
Oh.
Keep saying Kyroth
Not
for
sure why.
on my side. I keep saying it's quit by Kyroth.
Oh.
What?
I mean, I was just trying
Yeah,
to delete it.
It's weird.
Oh, because Badger's logged in on that.
Maybe.
I think if you are looking
I'm
at
moving
it,
everything into
it-
the
yeah.
barrel in the inventory, and then I'm deleting the barrel, which will delete everything inside. That way I don't
Perfect.
have to remake Eddie's cart chest.
There you
Well,
go.
So stop helping him.
just make sure that you don't have the party inventory open on your screen.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
Nope. Yep. So
damn, Eddie's gonna feel
Yeah.
so lively when this is empty.
yeah, Rick is So is that what the group is doing? Is we're going to the Blue Dragon Inn?
Blue Dragon Inn.
We'll have to have Viv and Spot fill in the blanks that Keth was not there for.
No, we're gonna need the cleric to wake up.
The cleric can
Not
continue
necessarily.
sleeping, as far as I'm
Cleric's
concerned.
sleeping. And technically, sleeping means the monk can try.
Oh God, yeah. Ew, scary.
Yeah. But no, we're gonna probably have to wait until tomorrow to get full answers because I don't even know what happened. I showed up late to the party.
The barbarian explained it to you.
The Police Blue Dragon Inn is off of the edge of the markets. So you guys kind of walk down the streets towards it, and you guys kind of get to this courtyard that leads to the tavern at the top of the image. Anything anybody else wants to do? Andrana's passed out in the cart.
I was gonna be a smartass and say sleep.
Bold of you to assume Viv put her down. Viv did not put her down. She is not in the cart. Viv went, no.
I ask these things because the last vocalization was, "Oh yeah, we'll put her in the cart when we get there." So
That's fair.
But Viv did also, but Cal did say Viv positioned herself between her and behind Spot and Rick and did not do anything of moving towards the cart. So there was not any mentioning of that either. So, you know.
Yeah, that and the last time Viv looked away from Andrana, there was a weird old man sitting next to her while she was asleep. So, no. She
a
did
lot
not
of
put
things have
Andrana down.
happened in the last 24 hours for your group, hasn't it?
Oh, good
It's been a
God.
little.
Has it?
Yeah.
There's been muchness.
It's been interesting. It's been interesting. The gods have
Much-
decided to take
Did you
notice.
say there was muchness?
Muchness. Love that.
That's a saying.
Yeah. Alice
All right.
Alice in
So then you
Wonderland.
guys head into the inn.
As we were walking up to the inn, Brandy falls in step behind everybody.
Mm-hmm. And what trouble did you get into, Kender?
I never get into trouble.
Because you're never caught.
I spend a lot of my time getting you guys out of trouble.
To be fair, she's found most of our cool shit. Well, the sticky fingers found most
I
of the
mean,
cool
you're
shit.
not wrong that you are not the one who causes the trouble. That usually is others of the party.
All right. You guys kind of wander in. I could make the tokens bigger, but I'm not for the time being. Yeah, this is this screams tavern. It's still very nice. Floors are a little scuffed up. You can see markings in the stone pathway where people have walked in and out of. You can see like people have walked in and gone straight to the bar. Like plenty of times where it's just a little bit of a faded walkway. It's a lot more relaxing as an whole environment as the last tavern you guys had entered.
So
Considering that the Tipsy Tree Smoke was just more lively and chaotic than this place, but yeah, it's a 2-story tavern. There's tables and chairs. There's a fire going. Candles are lit, and then upstairs there's a series of rooms scattered around the edge of the place.
I'm glad you codified that with I will make the tokens bigger if I don't feel like it. Because I was thinking, wow, we just walked into a giant's tavern.
My brain went to like the whole like rethinking of Zoolander with its like, what is this? Library
Chaotic?
for ants.
Chaotic
Or
is
an
one way
inn
of putting
for
that last
giants.
tavern.
Chaotic for the tavern? Yes.
Brandy's gonna go find a table, sit down, and order food.
Brandy ordering food?
Oh my god! Oh, everyone needs a day off eventually.
Working the counter is a rugged-looking orc, slick black hair, kind of made himself look more snazzy. Yeah, not the usual like loincloth running, kind of light armor. He's got a nice suit, collars tucked, hair is slicked back. He's slinging drinks proper and everything.
Oh, that's right. Rick's not in the. Rick, that's why I'm not on here.
Because I had your token hit.
There it goes. There it is. Thank you.
And as he kind of sees in, you just kind of hear him shout, "Help yourself, grab a seat, do what you need to do. Just come up here for your drinks because I don't have an ordering service."
Straight to the bar.
I don't know if that sneeze came through the microphone, but holy crap, man.
I apologize to anybody whose country's sneeze might have blown the eardrums out of.
It didn't. It must have been too loud, and it didn't poke through.
Be lucky. There's a reason I wear my headphones on my left side.
Bless you, country.
Yes, bless the country.
Thank you.
Can you not stand in my dice tray, please?
If I fit, I sit.
You
Apparently.
mean Lucifer's dice tray.
Oh yeah, sorry. You mean Lucifer's throne?
Exactly.
If he fits, he sits.
I was gonna say that was bright for me. Probably because I kind of got it out of one corner of the eye, saw it through my camera screen. Someone went to take a picture of baby and had their flash on.
I didn't realize my flash was on automatic. Usually it's not on at all. I flashed the baby.
Don't do that.
Baby's like, ooh, food?
I was gonna say, wouldn't you have normally done that, just feeding him?
No, he
I wanted to make. I wouldn't. I wanted to make
Oh yeah,
the
teething.
joke.
Yeah, no, yeah. If he's teething, like fuck that.
I'm glad other people said it. I wanted to make the joke.
Okay. I will attempt to keep the child entertained. I say as I just put my foot behind me and bounce the bouncer he's in, courtesy of Uncle Al and Aunt Jess.
He's bouncing the
Hell
bouncer on his
yeah.
own.
Anywho, so you guys kind of come in, either sit, stand, go to the bar. This particular tavern lacks any music. Is that what the bard is hanging out over there?
Uno momento, por favor. I am getting water. Sorry, I walked away.
I just want to order drinks and food, and then I'll probably move over to where Brandy's at.
I mean, Rick's not going to immediately start playing, but he will take notice that there is not any music going on right now.
Brandy will order some food, and then, like I said, she'll have a seat. Nom nom nom.
That was shit.
At first, Spot's gonna go sit down and kind of start like doing notes and things, trying to get some thoughts in line for tomorrow. And then he's gonna kind of realize, doesn't appear like anyone's asking for rooms. So then he's going to go over to the bartender to ask for rooms.
Well, as food orders come in, as drink orders come in, he slings it up. Mentions how he's got a cook in the back. Apologizes if the food isn't up to snuff because his cook is somebody who is not normally back there, but he's got to deal with it for now. You do kind of pick up that his name is Thrag. And
THRGA.
THRAG. And actually, for
Hopefully
the
it's not a vote tonight.
Bookmeister, who looked and John is passed out, never mind. For Spot, who was reading some bookie books, and actually, I'll let Viv roll for it too. You guys want to roll me a history check to recall knowledge. Spot, you remember reading something about Thrag in one of your books. And if this is the same Thrag, there was a individual that you read about, a bounty hunter called Thrag the Legend.
Interesting. I take it from my Faerun reading books, nothing that I've come across in this land.
No, it would have been some stuff that you might have come across when you guys were scouring the library.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, no. With that in mind, Spot just approaches Thrag. It's like, evening, sir. Can I acquire some rooms for me and my compatriots?
Yeah, let me check the books on what we got on that, and pulls out from under counter a big old log book, flips a couple of pages. There's a couple of feathers and like a ribbon that kind of holds his bookmark, and he flips it open and all right, let's see. They're gone. Yeah, we got a few rooms available. He goes
Spot
into
just-
it where most people just come in for food and drink. For those that want a room, he's got one of two different things. You can either buy the rooms individually or what he calls his room package. Essentially, if you buy a room for 50 gold per person, it also includes that particular next day's food and drink. So basically enough for 3 meals, three drink orders included with the room.
Oh, interesting. Spot kind of feels his money purse, like, trying to sit there and do calculations because like he knows he's light on himself, but he also is aware that the group itself has money, and he's sitting there trying to do the math. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure the Kender would have at least given some kind of either non-verbal message, like "Don't worry, we have money," very quickly. And then he'd also do a calculation of how many rooms he kind of needs for
When he reaches in his
the group.
pocket, he finds 50 gold in his pocket.
So, okay, cool. So, yeah, and then would request for what about 4 rooms for the size of a group?
He mentions each room there's smaller rooms, which is why he points up top, and you see like the banister of the next floor, and there's a bunch of lower rooms. He says each room can hold 2 people.
2 people. So 9. No.
So 5
Well,
rooms when someone gets their own.
Well, since Froggy is out, yeah, 4 rooms. We'll take the 4 rooms, 4 packages.
450 gold packages, okay. And start scribbling on that. That'd be 200 gold for all of that. Starts pulling out a piece of paper, slides it over, wants a signature, just usual contract of everything. If just kind of like, yep, you're gonna pay me and I'm gonna be contractually obligated to give you X amount of stuff.
Yeah, Spot pulls out his quill, it kind of floats over the contract as he just does a simple read. It's like, oh yeah, standard, yeah. All right. Signs it and then reaches for the gold. Realizes he only has 110 on him. Turns over to Brandy. It's like, hey, I need X amount more. Was it
90.
Yeah, I just need 90 more.
Brandy pulls out 90 gold coins and hands them over.
Yeah, and then finishes off the count and pushes the gold over. It's like, that should be it.
Very quiet.
Yeah.
I think Badger's thinking I'm reading and listening to Baby try to put himself to sleep.
I'm looking at new spells because I realized I didn't attach new ones last week.
Uh,
I can smell the smoke from Badger thinking.
Mhm.
I didn't want
And if
to,
you guys
like,
look
yeah, I
close
didn't
enough,
want
you
to
might be able to
distract.
see it too.
I didn't want to interrupt too much because he did ask if Rick was going to play, and after a bit, yes, Rick will at least start performing a little bit of some music because he's like, yeah, that's too quiet.
Sorry, I was panic trying to change something from a notification that I got. So did the whole room exchange, Bard's playing music? Was there something specific
Yep.
about that I forgot?
no, it was just a simple signing the contract, passing the money for rooms. I'm essentially waiting for the keys at this point.
In which rooms?
No, he takes the contracts, files it into the back of the book where you see just a whole amalgamation of papers. And then reaches under again, pulls out a little lockbox with the chain that's tied to something underneath the countertop. Opens it up and pulls out 4 keys. Room 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Nice.
You can kind of
Thank you.
tell from the lockbox that he pulls out that he's got 12 rooms in this lovely establishment.
You're not going to attack us in our sleep, are you?
But the rooms 5, 6, 7, and 8 are all together. They're all individually. So like there's 1, there's 3, 4 is missing, kind of thing. So it's like he gave you four rooms that are all connected. Or all next to each other, I should say.
Perfect. Thank you very much, good sir. Takes the keys, goes immediately to Viv and Andrana. He takes note of the quickest room to get to, and if logic would tell me, as soon as you go up the stairs, it starts off at 1, so we'll hand 5 to Viv and be like, bed.
Depending on what type of keys these are, Viv will just, without taking hands off of Andrana, hold a finger out to hook the key. Stop, think about the way that she just took the key, and go,
Hold on. I wanted to stop you before you finish the thought, because Spot was about to start going into a pass. Like, as he finished the sentence, like about to probably put up the ring on your finger, goes, "I need to help you, don't I?"
I don't want to put her down. The last time I left her alone, some weird guy was sitting next to her, and no, I'm not putting her down.
Wait,
I'm
wait,
not
wait,
leaving her
what?
alone. I'll tell you about it later.
Okay, I'm in a place
Later.
where I can do a lot of research.
Door.
I need to know things. He's saying this as he's walking up the stairs. It's like basically, it's like, all right, there's a lot that I need to know so I can do some research, and probably other things have been
walking and talking, walking and talking.
Yes.
Monotone, blank expression. Just, I'll tell you later. Door.
Mm-hmm.
At some
And
point,
you can kind of, and as we're going, you just hear him kind of mumbling as he's trying to like remember certain things, or like, all right, I probably need to be asking these kind of questions now, and blah, blah, blah. Knowing full well all he's getting is like death stares behind him, just like door, door, door.
Not even death stares, just blank. Expressionless. You can clearly tell that all of the excitement from the earlier battle has faded quite quickly. And she will be laying Andrana down and then sitting in front of the door the entire night.
Yeah, the entire second floor looks all kind of uniform. There's just all the same decoration, all the same little lanterns that are hung outside between each of the rooms. You get to the one that's got the little 5 nailed onto the front of it. Quickly unlock it so she can go in, puts down Andrana, comes back. Basically, I'm guessing closes door, locks key, sits in front. Oh, so with you go in, close the door, and then just sit there? For those that ordered food, another half orc comes out a little bit less dapper. He's got little spectacles. He's all balled up on the top, and he comes out with a tray of food for those that ordered food. And kind of looks around. I'm not the greatest cook, but hopefully it works, sir.
When he says that, Brandy
Much
tentatively
obliged.
goes.
What does Brandy do?
She tentatively takes a bite. What does it taste like?
What would she have ordered?
Brandy probably would have ordered some vegetables, some cheese, and probably some meats.
Kind of like a charcuterie board.
Kind of, yeah.
They're not the best cut pieces, but they're there. They're edible and they're actually pretty good. For anyone who cooked, ordered something that required cooking, it's good. It's just not like the greatest of quality. Something like a home chef. It's good. It's edible. You might not get it again if he's working here, but at least it'll fill you up.
After Brandy's done eating, she goes into the kitchen and gives him a free lesson.
Oh, Gordon Ramsay modes. You donut, what are you? An idiot sandwich.
Well, while you were back there, you realize that the other orc
Where's
in
the
the
lamb
kitchen,
sauce?
the other orc in the kitchen, you see a big Stetson hat kind of off to the side. Nice pair of spectacles, and he's trying to get some stuff. He looks a little bit older than Thrag. But he introduced himself as Ugg. and he is Thrag's older brother. He's not normally a chef of any kind, but Thrag needed it tonight. The other
Well, Mr.
usual, the usual chef didn't make it in today.
Well, Mr. Ugg, let me give you some assistance. And Brandy then goes and she tastes, picks up a spoon and tastes whatever he's got cooking, and she teaches him how to cut meat properly and shows him how he's supposed to do things and season things, and she gives him a complete lesson while basically taking over his entire cooking.
Makes the comment that if you were staying for more than a night, but
There's 3 knowledge cooking rolls for you. One I rolled to you accidentally by itself because I hadn't switched it yet, and the other 2 are out with the group.
yeah, you show him how to properly temperature meats, and the untouched seasoning rack that he doesn't really use apparently, and he's a half orc, so he's kind of just used to just put it on the spit, eat it, you're fine, whatever. So you're blowing his mind as you're showing a bunch of stuff in that time frame.
And basically, I will spend probably the rest of the evening back there until it's time to sleep, helping him and teaching him.
And doing so, you kind of help him as orders come in from other patrons that come in and go. You find out through conversation that he is a proprietor of a arena nearby. At one point he goes over. At one point he goes over after taking a rag to his bald head. He puts on his really, really tall Stetson hat, and then gets to a proper stance and then reintroduces himself as Ugg Imagone, owner of the Uggsdale Imagone.
Oh, goody. Brandy introduces herself properly as Brandywine Copperbottom, Ranger extraordinaire and cooking aficionado.
How long were you waiting to say that, Badger? Be honest.
Your mic cut out.
Yeah, it was too quiet.
Oh.
So long.
Fucking
So long.
I knew it.
Oh my god.
How long were you waiting to say that? How long's that been itching?
My guess is weeks.
That's bravo.
Oh, with that kind of a giggle in response, it's probably months.
I was making a bunch of random NPCs, and I created Ugg. And I was trying to think of a name, Ugg, owner of thing. And between the brain power of Cal and myself, we came up with Ugg Immadome.
Oh.
Owner of the Uggsdale Immadome.
Bravo.
I'm dying over here.
Bravo. Bravo.
Nice pair of spectacles because he doesn't have a mustache. We got a big old Stetson hat, and he's learning a whole lot from Brandy. By the end of the night,
Sounds like
Brandy receives the gifts of a tickets to come up to the next arena showing.
Are we going to see a restaurant opening up in the arena at some point?
yeah, you spend the better part of the evening showing him a whole bunch of stuff, and you're not just like taking it over and like you're showing him and he's learning and he's doing it back, and still not up to like Brandy level cooking, but a lot better than what he started at the beginning of the night.
Good. And by the end of the night, Brandy will head upstairs and go to sleep.
Other than the fact that we know Andrana and Viv are in room 5, who else is rooming together?
And I will say, after Spot makes sure that Viv and Andrana get a room, he will go and disseminate keys.
Brandy will go cuddle in with Viv and Andrana.
So 3.
How many rooms did we get?
4 in
4.
total. 2 per. So I guess someone's going to get a single room.
No, that's fine. If Brandy wants to room with us, Brandy can room with us. It'll give Viv a moment to trance.
I mean, since Viv is sitting on the floor and not really a bed, there's an extra bed in that room.
Benefits of an elf.
If you need, Vidan can shrink it down and bring it in.
Wouldn't
Okay,
that only
who's
shrink
in?
one down for an hour?
Well, yeah, shrink it down, move it, and then bring it back up
It-
again,
it's-
so it's
it's-
easier to switch rooms.
All right, who's in room 6?
Sure. Me, Vidan.
I strongly recommend let the Cobalt have a room to himself.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is a Dragonborn.
All right,
Brandy
room
doesn't like
7.
Find sharing.
We got room 7 and room 8. Who wants what?
Delanor will take 8.
I mean, that would. Rick is fine with taking 7, and then wherever room Spot wants to
I think you both have solo rooms potentially.
I mean, I'm
Well-
fine with rooming with, anyone.
Barry, you got a load of space.
You said that 6 was going to be you and
Vidan.
Yeah, I got
Verdan.
Verdan and
Verdan
Kath written
and
for
Kath.
6.
Okay.
Yeah. And so then
least got a load
that
of room.
leaves 3 other people, which Delanor said she would take 8. Rick said he would take 7, and so Spot can choose one of the other 2.
Spots with the
Spot.
Mariana, or am I misremembering? Sorry.
So Spot will choose to be with Rick, because that's the only other spot. Because 5 is filled, 6 is filled.
I mean, to be fair, Vidan probably just
now
needs a
7's
pillow.
filled and 8's got Delanora.
Yeah.
Mhm.
See, still
Al-
a room. by
Although
itself.
Spot will probably be out in the studying and plotting what he needs to go do research until it's like closing time.
Yeah, and you guys also have no information on if Kyroth is coming back. So in proxy, Kyroth would also be in room 8 if he decides to pop back in.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got Brandy, Viv, and Andrana in room 5, Verdan and Kath in 6, Rick and Spot in 7, and Delanora and potentially Kyroth in room 8. Everyone has a bed.
Woo!
Yeah.
And Viv has a 4.
The office there, I can bring a bed in.
I'm content with the door, thank you.
All
With the
4
door.
rooms have a little window to see outside. Let in fresh air kind of deal if you open it. From those windows, you can kind of look out and see the different lighting effects that are throughout the district and the city. As of right now, this Lantern District feels very lively, only because the Lantern District is where all the taverns and inns and where most people's houses are, more or less. So it's a place now that the working day is done. This is where the district that becomes lively. Everyone comes out, drinks, eats, bees merry, passes out, and gets ready for the next day, kind of deal.
Shall I roll performance since Rick is playing music?
Yeah.
That will be a 20.
And how long do you end up playing for until close?
Well, when did we get in? You said it was starting to get a little bit like evening time, right?
Yeah, early evening, so like close wouldn't be for like another like 6 hours.
And was there a posting of like how long the tavern stays open?
It opens from dawn until whenever they feel like closing.
Fair enough. All right. Yeah, I would actually say after a while of trying to strum something up, Rick finally does get into a groove. And would probably just kind of continue going, wandering around the tavern a little bit. And he actually would walk over to Thrag and just like offhanded be like, so a contract, you're not you didn't sign that you're gonna attack us in the middle of the night, right? Because we've been in some inns that have been a little sketch.
I know my brother can get a little aggressive with his flyers, but no, we don't do that. You seriously have been in some really shitty places, haven't you?
There's some tales I can tell you for right now.
He kind of gestures behind him, and kind of on the wall is a display sword. He was like, "Don't worry, if anything tries to harm us, that shining piece of steel will do its justice."
So, all right. So yeah, that kind of confirms a little bit of what our wizard kind of side mentioned a little bit. Did you? Right, Griff? Did you mention that?
No, that was just memory. Although I will ask.
Never mind then.
Should I do a perception check to see if I noticed the sword to kind of confirm what I already suspect?
Sure, why not?
All right. Well,
how well are you paying attention?
And that is a very interesting sword, and you definitely look like you know how to swing it. So you'll have to definitely tell me some of your tales at some point.
Yeah, Spot, I would say with a 13, you just kind of barely kind of like look up and see it, and you're like, oh, that's a cool sword. Then you're like, wait a minute. Okay.
Kind of putting some concrete evidence to what he already knows. It's like, okay, mentally, he's like, okay, we're in a good place.
Yep. And then Thrag just kind of idly talking with Rick as he's serving drinks and taking coin and whatnot, mentions that long ago he used to be a bounty hunter and he's gone from here to there and everywhere, and ever since the catastrophe, he's been kind of just laying low, trying to keep Amberford afloat.
Out of character. My brain is trying to remember. Was the catastrophe explained at any point, or is that something that we're still trying to figure out as a some of the characters for?
I think we got some intel on it, but we still haven't 100% figured out. Like, we know it was essentially a lifetime ago. But then again,
Oasis Elder was the only one who could recall it, I believe.
Yeah.
Right.
But we've also encountered people who it was like yesterday, everything was fine, and then like, what the hell happened?
Right, and that's because they were potentially imprisoned in a potential time dilated dimension or some sort. We're not too sure about that, but anyways, okay. Rick's gonna peek up. He's gonna kind of peek a peek. Yeah, no, his eyebrow's gonna kind of peek up. His eyebrow's gonna kind of like rise up, and he's gonna be like, you're another person who has mentioned this catastrophe, and yet we are not too sure what that is even has happened. You seem as somebody who has, yes, definitely seen many things, as you have said, but what is this catastrophe that you speak of still?
It happened like an age ago. Everything south of us used to look very different. Very lively towns, cities, villages. And from what I recall from my childhood, there was some sort of an explosion, and then everything changed. And due to the fear, a lot of people started leaving, finding any way to leave this place, leave this realm, leave this, the only place we know, home. They're scared that whatever had happened was going to happen again. Their livelihood. A lot of people boarded ships and just left. Magic users teleported out to places I don't even know. The people that you see around Amberford used to be 10 times that. People that you see out and about used to be even more. And now there's just small staggering remaining.
Interesting. But yet nobody knows what the source of the explosion was. What caused it?
No one alive, that is, at least. It happened before I was born, but over the years and the decades, people started to dwindle and shops were closing, and it made being an adventurer a little hard, knowing that my home was losing people, losing money, losing their well-being. But there's a bunch of us that decided to stick it out and stay, and here we are.
Interesting. Rick kind of just, he's just absorbing in what was said and just continues playing.
But yeah, you end up playing till close pretty much through everyone enjoying your music with the performance that you kind of put on throughout the night. You earned yourself about 30 gold and coin from tips and things totaling up. Maybe not all of it gold, but it totaled out to about 30 gold.
Okay. Yeah, Rick will just then go to bed after, all of that.
All right. As everyone
Ready.
kind of winds down for the night, go to their respective rooms eventually. Right, closes everything up, locks the front doors, boards up the windows, anything to keep people from trying to sneak in or break in. And then he kind of heads off towards the back, and eventually everyone else that has a room is upstairs and looking down. Like the tavern area kind of seems very quiet and barren now. Like the music's no longer playing, everything's cleaned up, boarded up, swept up. And it's like, damn.
Yeah. And then I'll say, Spot will probably be right behind Rick as he goes in, and then once they're in the room, Spot will ask, "How you doing?"
Rick. Fine. Why do you ask?
Takes a second, and then it's like, I know it's been a minute. I recall you did lose. He tries to find the right word to be respectful, and he's then settles on member of yourself. And, noticing you also didn't respond to the emergency call. Just kind of wanted to check in, see how you're doing.
Rick kind of cracks open the window and it's like, do you mind? With a cigarette in his hand.
No.
He lights it. He goes, yeah, the call. It was more of like, I think just the group kind of knew what was going on. Like, there's enough of us. I'm not really a heavy hitter, and going up against a god or anything equivalent to what could be a god, a demigod. Yeah, it's just not my forte. I talked with the band, and a while back they did lose a member. I'll let you know on that because you definitely seem like you're a fanboy. So
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
clue you in. So I'll clue you in.
Hold on, I at least have to remind the player. Spot is aware that you are 3 kobolds in a trench coat at one point.
Correct.
Um,
But the character does not know if you actually have figured that out. Yeah, it's more.
I thought Rick spotted Spot's reaction to seeing the statue.
No.
Okay, cool.
Not at that point.
Not at that point. Roger.
No, he remembers him and his interaction, yours and his interaction in the Oasis cave, where you basically stated kind of along the same line and in a way hinted that you knew. So
Okay.
yeah, as a player,
Cool.
I'm aware that
All right.
there is something, but as a character, Rick is not until he does an insight check in some way, or he's still trying to pull up.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So
No, I was just trying to refresh our memory on what our characters knew and what players knew. Okay.
Yep, exactly. Yeah.
So
yep.
Proceed.
So, sorry. Yeah, I talked with the band. They have found a band member to replace, and yeah, they're checking him out. They're trial running. We'll see what happens. Maybe you might get a sneak peek. Maybe I'll give you some VIP back access to the upcoming showing.
That's good. I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah.
All right. Thankfully, the group was able to take care of this individual. But from what I have noticed, it seems like we might be the potential to interact with more gods, both positively and negatively, seem to be increasing. Are you prepared for this?
Are we all prepared? Are you prepared? I mean, they're gods.
No, not in the slightest. Which is why I plan on doing some research now that I have a library at my disposal.
I could adapt. And but there's ways to deal with this stuff. I mean, if thrown in combat, I know how to at least support and stay out of the way. Bar that Lady Luck does not decide to send a massive fireball in my direction.
I'll try not. I try not to send aerial spells towards my friends and allies.
Oh, it's not you. It's usually the things that we're currently going to be potentially fighting.
Yes, that's true. And I just want you to also be aware that even though that you're not one of the mightiest among us, you still provide a valuable words. You still provide a valuable role to this group. So don't think that the enemy is ever too big for just you, because it's not just you tackling the enemy.
Rick kind of sits there a little bit. Very, very philosophical. I mean, coming from a wizard. I'll go with the flow, and we'll see how things go.
Huh.
And hopefully, a giant doesn't come crashing down on my head, or at least the fist of a god. We'll find out.
Yeah, well, we'll see. And yeah, now the philosophical bit, it's more of trying to prepare for my future role in my tribe. I know I have a whole lot to work on it, which it requires a whole lot of study. But no, this is just a simple check in on you, see how you're doing.
That is valid. I guess it would be more of like, also, how are you doing? Like, you've caught the attention of a interesting person, and yeah, at least you were relatively close to what happened in the action.
Let's see. At this point, I would say I probably need to invest in brown pants and red gloves.
Maybe a dyeing set for the gray that you're going to probably start getting early.
Maybe.
Does that prestidigitation spell of yours help with that?
Oh yes, prestidigitation does wonders for one's hair color. But I think I'm handling this situation the best I can, considering the fact that I'm on the other side of the planet with complete strangers who I'm happy to say we've seemed to naturally work together very well. Yeah, no, I think I'm handling this about as good as one of my type can expect. And I'm surprisingly learning things about myself throughout this journey, which I didn't think I would.
There was one thing that my lord said to an adventurer that visited him one day, and he said, wisdom is gained through what you learn from your adventures. So,
I believe I've heard similar phrases before, and yeah, can agree.
yeah.
But,
well, it's getting late. I guess we just probably should head to bed.
Yeah, this is a simple check-in. Get some rest. Tomorrow's a new day.
That it is.
It'll work out.
Alrighty. Anyone else trying to do anything before everyone goes to sleep?
Please no forging while I'm trying to sleep.
No promises. He says,
Fuck.
like, jokingly.
Hear the
a little bit.
He
more.
might do like a little
tale.
like tinkering, but like not like hammering. anything. Maybe like a little bit of stitching or like maybe some whittling. Just something to
When
keep his
you-
hands.
When you say no promises, Keth just lays on his back on the bed and drops the pillow on top of his face.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Whatever.
This book, I would be reading his Book of Shadows.
God, when our brains synchronize in this house, it's crazy. Anywho,
God, do we want to even know?
anybody else do anything before the steps?
Viv's gonna take the time to clean her hammer. I'm sure there's lots of blood on it.
All right. You guys attempt to do the sleps in a nice, secure tavern. I need the whole party, minus Andrana, to make a perception check.
Son of a bitch. I perceive all.
You said that as I was watching my dice, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get a nat 20. And an 8.
First nat 20 of the night,
Thank you.
I think.
I'm gonna roll. Hang on. Oh shit, that's a very wonky dice cam.
You're a wonky dice cam.
Your face is a
Your
wonky
mom's
dice
no
cam.
honky dice cam.
Daniel, slide it over a little bit. I can only see half your tray.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. There we go. That's why I love this
there we
stand
go.
so
There you go.
much. Wow, a whopping. I mean, that's a 5. Like, what's my perception? 5, 10. Not bad. And a loose fur, apparently. So yeah, 10
Says,
overall.
I see thing roll. I shall attack it.
Apparently, ass. No, it'll be because I put this down. I don't want to have to clean your hair off it again. Molten like crazy.
You have a cat. That's inevitable.
Yeah.
And they don't
Even
mold
if it
a
doesn't
shed.
sit in it, there'll be cat hair in it.
Brush him.
Brush him.
I do.
Brush him more.
This boy's got a lot of hair. He's a hairy boy.
If he feels greasy, brush him.
Doesn't.
Might also
I
just
know
need to
look
get a
after.
bath.
I know how to look after a cat.
So, yeah, definitely sees it. Eleonora definitely sees it. Viv definitely sees it. And what'd you roll, Verdan?
10. 10.
You see light coming out from outside the window? And as you peer out, the very large tower in the center of town is
Are you saying Spot doesn't see this tower for the third time?
Brandy sees it for the first time.
I missed it this time. It sounds
Drana
like.
still hasn't seen it either. So
The fuck?
Dan's too much caught up in his work. Spot's too busy doing whatever is in the book, doesn't notice it, but just occasion the rest of you that see it just kind of like happen to glance over that way and go, "Wait, what?"
I will say that before the spotting of that, because I am solo, the wings came out and just sprawled across the room to stretch. Like, I moved the bed to the center of the room just so I could sprawl out and let the wings just drape over the sides.
I mean, yeah, you have that prerogative. But yeah, whether you want to share the information with the people that you're rooming with or not, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you definitely see the tower is ablaze.
Just imagine Keth pulling the pillow off his face, being like, "What the fuck?" Again?
Man, I told you no forging. Wait.
What are you on about?
Look out the window.
Huh. I'm going to bed.
Fair enough.
Spot's just seeing a building on fire. Man, I'm just gonna go to bed.
it's not our building.
It's not my It's not my
Listen,
building,
I'm
not
the
my
one who
problem.
ran into
It's not my
town.
circus. Actually, I was gonna be exactly the same. It's gonna look at it like
It is
that's
too
not my
late,
circus. I'm
late
going
at
to
night.
bed.
We've
Yeah.
already dealt with a god today. That can be dealt with later.
What happened last
Royal
time?
we.
And I ran
Keth
into
is being-
town.
I'm
No one was
sure
worried
this
about
town
him.
has firefighters.
Royal we.
Wait,
think
it wasn't
Keth is
just
the
worried
Royal
about it?
we.
Wasn't it they didn't
No one
see
was
what
even
we're
aware.
talking about it? Yeah.
Yeah, nobody was aware of it in town.
Yeah, Keth is more just telling Verdan so that he doesn't feel crazy.
Aren't you like the
Crazy
second?
once.
Isn't this the only second time that you've seen the tower on fire? You're the only person who has seen it on fire.
Oh yeah, that's
At least
true.
twice,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
For
No,
Keth?
didn't you
Yeah.
saw it as well? Because you summoned
I-
Kef.
I did, but not this time around.
I know. Oh yeah, no, but I mean just in general.
Yeah, but I'm not in that room. So
But other than seeing the tower ablazed, the rest of your guys' night goes uneventful. You guys sleep a full night. Wake up early morning. For anyone who did see the tower ablaze or knows about the tower was set ablaze, if you were to look out your window now that it's morning, it looks completely fine, untouched, unmarked, like nothing happened.
See, told you it'd be fine.
Right?
What the fuck?
He's not even gonna read into the fact it
There's
doesn't
not
look
even a
damaged
sign
at all.
of fire. What the fuck?
And also at this time, Andrana, you're awake now.
Ooh.
Wait,
Welcome back,
the fire
Andrana.
went off. She didn't see it, but now it's waking up.
Yeah, because now it's morning.
time.
You slept through a whole afternoon, evening, all through the night, and now you're waking up with everybody else.
That
The last thing you
and
remember
everything
was
KO'd you.
Wait, what was the last thing I remember?
Aries.
Aries.
The last thing you remember was Aries.
Which
You've been
part
out
though?
cold since.
Probably What part?
Because I'm not sure if, with the way he was talking, she was checked out. So I don't know if she actually remembers what she fucking did.
Oh,
I think it was at
That's
the
a
point
good
that
point.
you basically transformed.
waiting for an
Your
answer.
wings popped was when you kind of went out cold or something. There was a certain point that it was
died
roughly at the beginning.
and got. Well, Hermes gave her a push to pick up the sword, and around
I
that
have an
time
answer.
is when things happen. Yeah.
Early
Kel's
part
got an answer.
vividly. The moment that you picked up the sword and the wings popped out, it gets kind of hazy.
There it is. Sword
But you
pick
can
up,
still
wings
remember it.
popped. Yeah.
I forgot you checked out where you picked it up.
So, my guess is first thought. Fuck, that was a weird goddamn dream. Second thought. How the fuck did I get into bed? Again.
That'd be a
The
question for
fuck?
Viv.
Where the fuck am I?
And then sees the barbarian,
And
who
Brent.
I assume has not left the room.
Oh
and
god,
is
no.
there.
Yup.
And Brandy.
Yeah, Brandy also
But
took up
it's
bed
the
in that room
connection
too,
of
but
she's
yeah.
woken up on an actual bed now twice, and the other time it happened was because of Viv. So it's like, wake up, see Viv. Okay. I had the weirdest goddamn dream.
You want to tell me about it? I can tell you if it was a dream or not.
So what happened? Did we?
Fight a god? Yes. Well, an avatar of a god, but yes.
Did we win?
Yeah, you killed him.
And she's now like doing that like hazy bits. So I'm assuming like for my brain it's she doesn't remember taking the initiative to swing, but gets the flash of blade cutting off hand. Blade like going crossbody, I think was the first one. And then the blade in and the dude going.
Yes.
Okay. I saw the old dude again.
I did not, so I can't confirm that one for you. But I'll believe you if you say you did.
Also, Hermes was there, but he told us to stay away from this stuff, but I'm pretty sure he did something.
Okay. I might remember that. I don't know. I was a little focused.
Fair. And like Adrona checks over her own body.
Focus,
and
more
just
like
kind of
having fun.
Oh, no. Brandy healed you completely. Any injuries you might have had, she took care of them.
Brandy waves at you.
Sweet.
Glad you're feeling better.
Thanks. Yeah. I feel like I woke up with more questions than I went to sleep with.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get interrogated by Spot the moment he realizes that I'm leaving the room. So don't worry, you're not the only one that went to sleep with more
Does she
questions.
remember the memories she got from touching the sword?
Yes. A little hazy, but yes.
And that was Ares coming into this temple, destroying the statues that had been here. Right? Or was it just Odin here? I assume All Father, but I know there are
No,
other.
you got the image of basically the Greek pantheon replaced the statues all over town with from the Norse to the Greek.
Know why behind it?
Know why, but you know that
But it was
your
the pantheon
whole suspicion.
themselves.
Yeah.
Not the town doing it, the pantheon doing it.
Correct.
that this the statues around here are wrong.
So you've said?
No, I
Statue
saw.
really wrong.
I saw them, the Aries, and I don't know others. They're the ones who swapped out the statues, not the townspeople. It's why they're
Interesting.
different. It's the granite bases. They're the shiny white
Marble.
soft stuff. Nah, alabaster.
Mm.
That stuff is different rock. It was different rock in the library, and it was different rock in the temple. And the books in the library talked about the All-Father, not these guys.
Okay.
That's why I came here. The book in the library said, this is the All-Father's place. And then I show up, and it's Zeus instead.
No, 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 no.
I'm not 100% sure what that means. I mean, I know Vecna's done similar things, but usually that's just taking over and affecting and influencing everybody, and then eventually everybody goes with his plan.
Sounds like a leech.
Yeah.
Some of the word the Reaper had for something like that. It's just not coming to mind right now. How do you feel?
And those. Lich. Lich, same thing. How do I feel, Tim? Am I hungover as fuck? Or do I feel amazing?
I'd say you feel kind of borderline. Where on one aspect, because the memories are a little hazy, you kind of feel a little hungover mentally, like drained mentally. But like physically, goddamn, you feel like at one point you could have, benched a truck.
Is this what it feels like to sleep in a bed?
This is your second time sleeping in one. Did you feel like this the first time?
I mean, I woke up feeling confused the first time, so that tracks. No, it's different.
I don't know. Talk to the wizard. See if he has an answer about that one.
Might as well. I'm probably gonna drag his butt back to the library. Because things are not
Thinking properly?
Yeah.
Alright.
Things are weird.
This entire trip has been weird.
Yeah. The fact that Vecna got bested by Brandy.
That's not weird. That's beautiful.
Solid.
Brandon just giggles. He pushed his luck.
He learned not to fuck with you, that's for sure, shortstop.
Yeah, but I lost my 2 favorite bags. I gotta find new ones.
I'm sure if we ask the wizard, he'll know some place that might sell them. I don't know.
I'm not sure he'll tell me where they sell
So
We gotta
we
leave the room
scare it out of
first.
him.
We're not locked in, right?
No, I'm just sitting in front of the door to make sure nobody could get past me.
Thank you. Another time, Androna woke up where she did not fall asleep in a locked cell.
No. I'm just sitting in front of the door, so we didn't have another creepy old man sitting at your bedside moment.
Oh, as a note, when you did your trance, whenever that was, Jack immediately stood up and started marching a little duck line in front of you. Just
Brandy and
So
Midnight would have
beautiful!
watched him.
training him
That's
to
so
keep watch
beautiful.
if sleeping.
Brandy and Midnight would have watched him giggling.
I was gonna say
About
she would have
that.
done it around the time that she knew Brandy would wake up.
About that? About Jack? What?
About that.
Oh.
Jack, you say Jack's in the room.
What'd
Is
you do
Midnight
to
in
my
the room?
duck?
Yes.
Yeah.
Eddie is tucked into a stable.
Your pets have aged. They're no longer tiny kitten, duckling form. They're now the next stage of their life.
So yeah, there's definitely
Itty bitty
Androna.
little
See,
kitten Midnight is now like small panther with tentacles.
Okay.
my
Eddie,
guess
just
is
make sure they have food.
he wasn't baby duck because he was summoned by the sword to be food. So he was at least like barely full grown, but like that adolescent. Technically, you're an adult, but your brain ain't done yet.
Yeah, looks a little bit bigger than a normal duck, probably more like in goose range,
Oh,
just minus the really long neck. He just looks bigger.
so yeah, it's just staring at Jack. Ugh, campaigns. Jack. It's just like you're bigger. How are you bigger? Am I bigger? Like she checks yourself. Like, am I muscular now? Am I taller?
You'd think the thought process of you're bigger would be, am I smaller?
Nah, she got a +1 for intelligence. It's fairly average. High wisdom does not mean brain work. But hey, with that level up, she's at a whopping 13 for her AC. But yeah, she's just gonna kind of. Can she still pick up Jack?
Oh yeah, you can still pick him up and whatnot. He's just a bit bigger than what he was, just noticeably bigger. For something like Midnight, who is in itty bitty kitten stage, is now like larger than a house cat, but not quite full outdoor cat kind of deal. Definitely went from like the tiny to the bigger end of small.
Kind of like a large Maine Coon.
I was gonna say like a large Maine Coon kind of size. Yeah. You said house cat. I'm like, Maine Coons can get pretty big.
Coons.
Considering that, behold, displacer beasts are like the size of panthers and large big cats kind of deal, fully grown. There's like this mid stage.
So he's kind of like a bobcat, or maybe like a badger.
Yeah, bobcat's probably a good size reference to that.
Yeah.
Tentacles are longer. The heads of them are a bit bigger. Bigger teeth, bigger eyes. Just probably the most noticeable big thing about them is the paw size. Because I know those outdoor cats, when they go from kitten to like the next stage, it's like the paws have a fucking growth spurt.
Getting flashback
especially-
to my in-laws' psycho cat, Leroy Jenkins.
Brandy nuzzles the cat's face and gives it a kiss and says, "Okay, let's go get some breakfast."
Viv will move away from the door the moment Brandy says she wants to get breakfast.
And John will kind of like sit up, do that like sit up, test things, feel, and then it's like, okay, food first, then wizard.
I mean, for all we know, Wizard could appear with food, so
Brandy hops downstairs.
Viv will follow.
Oh yeah, and Ron's right behind them, or with them.
Steam, I don't care that my friend is playing Ready or Not. Stop letting me know every 5 seconds.
Right.
Brandy pops into the kitchen to see who's cooking.
Who's in the kitchen this morning? Aside from Brandy.
It is not Ugg this morning. It is Thrag himself that's back there cooking. And because early morning, no one necessarily has to cover the bar as closely as evening. So he comes back and forth for everything. And still not Brandy quality of food, but a lot better than Uggs.
Yeah, it doesn't even make it to that farm. When Brandy sees Thrag in the kitchen, she assumes that he cooks like Ugg and kicks him out of his own kitchen and takes over and cooks for the morning shift.
Thrag at first is like trying to be like, no, you don't have to. But, Brandy's insistence of like, get the fuck out of my kitchen. He's like, yes, man. And then just goes and sends back. He's standing at the bar with like that wide-eyed look of, did that just fucking happen?
She makes Thrag a plate of eggs, sausage, bacon, and biscuits and hands it to him and says, "Go eat your breakfast."
I'm sure Viv and Adrana are just sitting there looking at the dude and being like, just go with it.
Viv will pull out the bar stool next to her and just kind of be like, you best do what she tells you to do, because she's scarier than I am, man.
Bar top. You guys are gathering around.
Were you pointing at Brandy or Adrana? Brandy.
Brandy pokes her head out the door and says, What do you two want for breakfast?"
Whatever you feel like making. You know I won't complain.
Adrana just nods.
Brandy starts whipping up breakfast.
Keep in mind, the
And
first time you gave Adrana food was just good berries, I believe, and Adrana was like, "This is fucking amazing."
and I will say, because it's been a very hot minute since Spot's been in a really nice bed in a comfy, safe place. He wants to stay in bed as long as possible, but as soon as he smells Brandy's cooking, he it registers. Okay, enough people's awake. Fuck, food. Oh, wait a second. I gotta do questions and research, and hopefully people are awake. Then he goes down, and then he sits down next to Andrana and Viv.
You guys are about to get a good meal because this is a freaking functional kitchen.
Delanora comes out of the room and walks downstairs, not really remembering that she dropped the tiefling image on herself, so she's got her wings out and everything.
That's
And
right.
just
Toby,
says a
that's the
good
right
morning.
reaction.
It just says a good morning and goes to sit down on the stool over
9
here.
rolls,
Uh,
10 rolls for everybody's meals. Everybody's meals are good. That last meal is really damn good. That's for the bartender, pub owner.
And Androna's eating it's just like, careful, he might offer you a job.
for you, Spot. You noticed that Rick was actually not in his bed when you woke up. And actually, for a lot of the people who start banking down, you actually just notice that Rick is actually up before you guys, kind of just sitting there. He's like, "Oh, hey guys, hey." He's an early riser.
Androna's just
He was
like,
about to hop in. He was
I
there
was in
with
the
Thag.
kitchen.
He was like, I was about to hop over the counter to help with the barkeep, moment, but Mom hopped over and stole the kitchen. So
Oh,
yeah, at the
sick.
same moment Kath asks, it's just like, Brandy.
yeah.
So while at the bar, because he's just plate right in front of you guys, Thrag takes a little bite of everything on single fork. He eats it, and then he falls over. Like, you see that
Falls-
momentary, like, wide-eyed, and then he falls over. Like, he hits the ground.
Oh, like collapses.
Spot
Like he's
just
going
leans
into
over and
anaphylactic
it's like,
shock.
"Are you good?"
Slowly, you see him rise up, eyes, like, looking at the plate, like, they're solid gold. That was the best damn meal, I bet. Oh, God, I need more. And just starts hammering away at the plate.
Androna doesn't even say anything.
Our
She's
chef.
too busy
He's
putting
been
away her
Mhm.
plate.
copper bottomed.
Randy, I don't know
What?
what you do with your food, but you need to stop trying to kill people with it, how good it is.
Our chef. You cannot have her.
You hear from the kitchen, never.
He's been copper bottomed.
Delanora still not clocking that she's just in her normal form. Shouts out to the kitchen. Brandy, after all this adventuring, I'm pretty sure if you wanted to have a steady job, he wouldn't mind taking you.
Brandy giggles. What makes you think I'm ever gonna stop adventuring?
Fair enough.
Delanora, did you forget to put your makeup on?
What are you? Oh shit! Snaps her fingers.
That good of rest?
I got
I
to
mean,
stretch out
yeah.
my wings, okay? It felt nice.
Androna's just like, I slept real good. Beds are amazing.
Yes,
Yeah, you
they
slept real
are.
good.
Yes.
You
Way more than just overnight.
How you
Kinda picked up
doing?
on that. I ended it simple. Pretty sure.
Do you know what? Do you
Yeah,
vaguely
you
remember
kind of
what
went
happened?
to sleep after you killed Ares.
For the most part, yeah.
Rick
I
is
will
very
say-
intrigued because he was not with the party at this time. So
I will say I'll like point at Spot and be like, I was right. The statues are wrong. But they're wrong. Because the guys we were fighting, or one of them, or that whole pantheon, they changed the statues.
Spot still. He's eating his breakfast, waking up. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't remember you telling Spot about the statues.
No,
'Cause-
she noticed statues in the
Yeah.
main room of the library. I think Viv spotted her like looking at
Mhm.
them, and the librarian also was like, "Huh, weird. Never
Yeah.
thought about that," and then just
Yeah,
moved
because
on.
yeah, the reason why I'm asking because I don't think you ever mentioned that to Spot because Spot kind of went and did his own thing. Okay, so, huh? Wait a second. The statues were different
Yeah,
and incorrect.
yeah, because I noticed the bases are granite, but the statues are alabaster. But when I touched the flamey sword, got a whole bunch of stuff, but it was watching them go through and change them. Not the city, the gods.
So the gods changed the statue. And you see Spot pull out his book, and you see a page of notes of like what to research, and goes next to researching both pantheons, the Norse and Greek. It's like statue. He just writes in stars statue replacement. And so,
Yeah, she goes, I was only there because the books in the library say that that's supposed to be a temple of the Allfather, but it's not. Which is why I tried talking to the Allfather there and learned about the other, and then you guys showed up, and then I woke up upstairs.
yeah, no, I was on my way from the store when my book pinged right after my oh shit sensor intuition kicked off and pointed me into the direction I was already going, and then I saw you two fighting the god. Why are we going around pissing off gods again?
Also, for the party's knowledge, Jack was not up on Andrana's shoulders. Jack was chilling in her lap and is much larger than he was last night.
That's kind of freaky.
Wait, important question. Did his armor grow with him?
His armor looks like it's been adjusted and refitted and added to it. It's got the same detailing that your artificer has done with other pieces.
Well, yeah, he made the original set. So Trana just looks over at the fairy and is like, "You work really fast, man." Daniel!
Are you pointing out that your duck has grown? Is that what you're
There's a moment she did not clock that the armor had grown with him upstairs because she was waking up with a lot of fucking shit to process.
But you described him being in your lap, so I don't know if you were pointing him out as character or
there's
not,
the case of like she noticed he was bigger upstairs and the food just finally is being eaten, so thought processes are finally going a little better. So it's like she sits because she gets that flash of like, oh wait, he grew. Maybe his armor's uncomfortable for him. You know, like, oh wait, shit, I forgot about this. And then like looks at Duck in lap, looks at Fairy, looks at Duck, looks at Fairy, and goes, "You work fast, man, because I didn't even see you fix this."
The realization is happening live and vocalizing.
To answer your question, Spot, we didn't piss him off intentionally. But it was one hell of a fight.
All the
10 out of
important
10.
books
We'll do again.
said it was Allfather. All the books said it's Allfather.
Even with the hits that you took, I saw you not look too good for a second there.
Yeah, well, I'd still do it again. As far as I know, I can't die. I just bounce right back up.
Spot kind of like mumbles to himself, just shaking his head. Just that. He just mumbles like barbarians in that like they'll always think that kind of this is how they act. Still trying to get used to the fact of hard-headed stubbornness kind of thing. And then
Pretty
look
sure I
at
kept her alive a little bit, and then Odin helped, and then
and
Hermes
then
helped.
and then
Although it seems
Spot
like Hermes and Ares.
Spot looks over at Jack and goes, after your armor thing, it's like, how did Jack grow that quickly?
And Drana just shrugs and it's like, gods did weird things here.
Can I roll an Arcana check to see if it was a magical aging and enhancement?
Sure, why not?
$15.
Was it magical? Yes and no.
Okay. Still confused about the duck,
but you do get a little sense of a secondary type of magic about the duck. Same feel as an item you hold in your inventory.
Spot kind of has this look of he notices the magic. He's kind of studying it for like a little bit, and then he scrounges through his inventory of like what I've noticed that before. What is it? And so he's going through his magical items. Which one does it correspond to?
A little red gem that no one's attuned to yet.
Oh. Yeah. Spot has it. He doesn't want to show the bartender, so it's kind of under. He pulls it out, but it's like underneath. He looks at Viv and the duck, and it's like he's kind of mumbles.
Drana and the duck?
Andrana, yes. Sorry, Andrana and the duck, and he just notices like just kind of mumbles. I think Jack has maybe some properties from that are similar to this. I think I need to do another Arcana check, but player is thinking that Spot now has, or Spot is thinking that Jack now has potentially spider climb.
What?
I love Badgers. I love
Spider
Tim's like
duck.
reaction.
Spider duck does whatever a spider duck does.
Andrana, at this point, probably
Having
has
the DM on
inhaled
camera
food.
would be having the DM on camera gives you the same reaction. If we were sitting at a table, I'd be doing the same damn thing. Like,
The question is, am I
Andrana's
right?
Inhaled her food. So at this point, with the wizard looking at Jack and alluding to Jack having magical properties, she's gonna like pick up this practically goose-sized duck, look at her and be like, "Did you give me my magic?"
No, 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 no.
Roll your Arcana check, Spot. So if I'm understanding your ramblings, the player believes that Jack has attuned to the red gem.
No, not attuned, but has a similar property. I don't think he
Negative.
would have attuned.
You,
Okay.
You can tell that the same magical energies that are within the gem
Uh-huh.
is kind of sprinkled on Jack. But here's another thing. I'm guessing Midnight's back in the kitchen with Brandy.
Uh-huh.
So no one else out in the bar. Well, Andrana and Viv know that Midnight's bigger as well. Which kind of goes to you can't really hide.
You can't really what?
Oh.
Yeah, Brandy and Midnight will come out and join everybody for breakfast after she's done cooking. She informs the innkeep that she started a stew for the lunch rush. There should be enough in there to service at least 200 people.
I'm sorry, you cooked for
Holy
how many,
cow.
That's a
Brandy?
fuck of a pot.
Jesus.
Are we feeding a legion?
Apparently.
No, but he has people that are going to be paying him for food.
Is Midnight walking out with you?
Yes.
You see Spot just ignores the conversation, sees Midnight and goes, has that look of like, all right, what the fuck's happening? Pets grew.
I just figured he had a growth spurt. We didn't really keep ducks.
Does Spot notice similar kind of magics with Midnight as he does with Jack?
There's a size for you in the
Yeah,
God's group.
not quite big
Mhm.
panther, but definitely no longer kitten as like the first gif. And definitely more of the like you're now looking at a small panther, a small
Juvenile.
beholder beast.
Yeah.
Juvenile
But this
size
place-
panther, basically.
Yeah. So there is a little bit of
Still small enough to be picked up and carried around, but not like full grown yet.
I mean, there is that shock of like, oh, we're now approaching danger, but at least he's ours, so that's nice.
Danger.
But does Spot notice similar magics surrounding Midnight as he does with Jack?
Yipper.
Okay. He just puts the gem back in his bag and just goes, more things to research. And he just stars yet again gems in his note section.
You know, I would love to see a physical tidbit of what Spot's journal actually looks like.
Probably
And I don't
about as
mean what the
chaotic as
closed
inside
book
of
looks
Viv's
like.
mind.
Brandy tells you it's got squiggles all throughout it.
I meant internally, not the cover.
It is written in 3 different languages currently at the moment. In Spot's handwriting.
As I stated, it's got squiggles all throughout it.
Common, Orcish, and Sylvan.
Do those interchange within sentences too?
His journal slash spellbook is turning very similar into Lohan's section. Because a wizard has to protect his secrets.
So you are a magician.
Duh.
Intrusive thoughts in my brain.
And Brandy tells you that she's going out. She's going out because she has to feed Eddie.
Well, while you guys are
Okay.
kind of meandering and having conversation,
Oh,
Thrag
God.
finishes his meal,
Haven't seen
goes
Eddie yet.
back, puts the plate in the kitchen, comes back out, and kind of looks around you guys. Oh, I guess my brother Ugg must have checked you in last night. Hi, I'm Thrag. Nice to meet you all.
No, you checked us in.
Yeah.
I
Last night.
was the face.
I think I would have
everyone
remembered a
else.
lively group such as yours.
I was going to ask a question, then realized I wasn't awake last night, so I'm not confused.
Rick is, because he had a whole conversation almost with that Thrag.
He's just looking at you guys, kind of studying everybody. Like, okay, good to know. Good to know. Nice to meet you. Hope you guys had a pleasant stay. Did by chance did my brother get you guys signed up for any kind of deals or promotions?
No, all we got was 4 rooms for a night with the meal package.
Oh, so he did put you on a package. So he goes over to his logbook, he flips it open, he finds some things, goes in the back and finds the 4 contracts that you signed. Like, oh, yep. Looks like I got it all here. So yeah, everything here is on the house.
Hey.
Idrona just shrugs and keeps looking at Jack because she didn't meet either of them last night.
I mean, Rick is kind of looking over at Spot like, what the fuck?
Spot does have a look of concern, but with the way that everything's been like wibbly wobbly, he's just gonna kind of let it go at the moment. Like there are bigger concerns than someone having amnesia.
Speaking of concerns, Viv's gonna look across, kind of like diagonally across the bar at Rick. Where were you?
Keeping Eddie safe. At midnight. And also just selling shit. Like what was originally planned. Combat's not my
Didn't it
forte.
all cross your mind of, hey, people I'm traveling with, the people that are helping me stay alive in a foreign continent or fighting something, maybe I should come and help?
Yes, I did.
Then why the fuck didn't you?
Uh, combat is not really my forte.
Okay.
There's enough. There's enough here. I mean, I've seen you all take out people.
And I
And
have seen and experienced the magic that you can use to help us take out people. And yet you decided to sit on your draconic ass and do jack shit?
no, no. I mean, I sold what we needed to sell, gained the part, did what was needed for inventory management, and helped get the party's income increased a little bit, and also just kind of slightly expanded our reputation in the city. I mean, because here's the thing now is that once they find out that you guys had a fight in a temple with some god, that's a lot of damage. They're going to start investigating.
I don't know. This guy doesn't seem like he even remembers you guys from last night. So
And
I
I
mean,
made
I'm
sure that
confused
there
by that too.
was no damage.
There was
Well,
what? Only
as
a
little.
window?
Yeah.
What was it? The same
Guess
window
what?
that Keth jumped into?
The window the lightning went through, but I can't exactly
That
control that.
yeah, lightning
That's
went
what I was
through
gonna
and
say.
Keth then jumped through it.
And I didn't even touch the broken glass.
I mean, yes, you are not wrong that my talents can help. But gods are on a different level. You should know,
Yeah,
daughter.
I was just about to say. Being the daughter of one, I completely understand that they're on a different level.
Yeah.
Um, but I now know who I can ask for help and who I can't.
In
Thank you for
combat,
showing
probably
me
not
that.
me. In combat, probably
Obviously,
not
not
me,
you.
but yeah.
Brandy, darling, thank you for the meal. This is going to sound very weird coming out of my mouth, but I'm going to go find a book.
Brandy's
And,
Wait,
meeting Eddie
Viv's
outside.
gonna,
wait, what? Why are you finding a
Viv's,
book?
Viv's gonna walk out.
Spot's following immediately, like, whoa, 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 whoa. You're not gonna walk past that. But then halfway through, probably realizes why she's doing it. But still just gonna be like, no, no. It's about the book. It's about the book.
All right, all right, all right. So, two of you, vamos. Well, Viv and Spot.
Eddie and I will follow behind, open the door, and say, when you guys are done, I guess we're going to the library. And she'll follow Viv and Spot with Eddie and Midnight.
Alrighty. Man,
I'm trying to decide what Andrada's going to do because the party seems super confused that this guy does not remember us at all.
Or at least the ones who interacted with him. Yeah.
Right.
well, if you need
What's
time,
today's date? I'm going to ask the dude.
it was one more than it was yesterday.
Well, more than it was yesterday? It was yesterday's date.
It gives you the date for yesterday, it gives you the date for today, and it's just been one day. Which, based on the stuff that you were seeing, matches.
You said he went in the back, but is his ledger still up front? Or no?
Yeah, it's underneath the bar.
Can I see that? I know it's a weird question. Do you date things in it?
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, I want to just peek at that quick.
So yeah, he points out where your guys' rooms from last night were properly dated. And knowing what yesterday's date was, today would have been one day later. He just does not seem to remember that he was the one that signed you in.
Okay.
Mhm.
We'll be back. Did we pay for one room for one night, or is that paid for numerous?
He pulls out 4 contracts, 4 rooms for one night, but that entire day, like you guys have until tonight of this particular day to ready up again, but all the food and drinks for today is covered.
Okay.
Because, like,
Drugs.
for most, you can kind of tell by looking at the ledger that a lot of people will go off work and, like, rent rooms in a bunch of taverns, and it kind of becomes like their home as long as they can keep paying every day. It's theirs, and they can do whatever they want with it. Kind of similar to, like, if you have the money to just foreverly live in a hotel, then by all means. But you can see a lot of repeat people that are like in rooms 1 and 2 kind of deal that are here almost every night, and everything kind of follows your guys' information. You can kind of tell that his handwriting's kind of up and down. It's not consistent, which is another reason why he thinks his brother might have been the one that signed you guys in. Because you can see some really good penmanship in some spots, some really not so good penmanship in other spots. He's not necessarily the only one that runs the books.
Androna's
But
just
yet it's
more
Thrag
confused
the
now.
one who
'Cause it's,
interacted with.
yeah. Androna's more confused now because there was also the library archivist lady, or whoever it was, who noticed the statues on their pedestals were different. But she was
But
claiming
had
to have been there for
no
a couple
knowledge.
100 years. Had
Oh,
no
definitely.
knowledge of that. But had been there hundreds of years, but the only books Androna found made no mention of that temple being dedicated to Zeus.
And even when you showed the Grand Archivist, she seemed confused because what she's reading and what she knows did not match up.
So yeah, Androna has thinking face on with the duck. But like Kath, Eleanor, and Rick are here.
Yeah.
And she's still processing from last night. So she's basically deciding between chase after the rest of them or just chill here for now. And I think she's going to chill here for now. Because the wizard's got a lot of looking up to do, and that's probably going to take them all fucking day.
Oh yes.
This is a later thing.
Welp. They go off towards the library, and you guys are kind of talking with Thrag and trying to get other information. looking at the time, this is a good spot to stop.
Mhm.
So we'll pick it up here next time. Trying to figure out what you guys want to do from here on. But then looking at, oh boy,
I was gonna say, I just recently saw it's their badger.
so next week Saturday we're down 2 people because Mike's got to work till 8. Perma's out, and then the 4th we're also down Mom and Hoagie. So I don't think and Perma still. So we might not be playing until the 11th, just because of the holidays.
I will be out for.
Which then you will be
the
out
4th
for.
I think
so.
is
Damn.
yeah. The 4th is kind of one of those. It's Independence Day, so are we still on stream or?
We're still on stream, haven't
Yes.
completely closed out. But yeah, it'll probably be a few weeks before we pick back up, which is okay. Holidays and whatnot. This is the time of year where a lot of people are vacationing and doing events and they, this, that, and the other thing. So, as kind of the weeks go on, we'll keep everything posted in Roundtable about when we're going to play next. But yeah, make sure anyone who needs time off, just make sure it's posted in the calendar in the right spot. If you need help, let me know. Any one of us can enter it in, just so that we're all good to go. But until then, this is a good spot because the only information we have is you guys are there and you 3 went to the library. We'll figure out the rest of it on the next time. So with that, we will say adios to Kicking YouTube, and we'll see you guys in the next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.